Yes, come on. Welcome to the Top 4 podcast. My name is Peter. I'm an Arsenal FC. I'm joined by Oscar, a Chelsea fan.
ENZO Fernandez. ENZO Fernandez. Guys, I'm very happy, man. Two very important wins this week for the Blues. So we're here to celebrate.
I'm joined by AD, a Liverpool fan.
Oh man, let's get the show on the road, man. Miserable these days, miserable. I was meant to have a rhythm this week. I just couldn't think of anything to sing about.
I'm joined by Robinho, a Manchester United fan.
Come on, United Road. United Road. Guys, happy month anniversary to the greatest firing of 2026. I go away.
Wow. Do you know what? Robin's holding that drink that I know is alcoholic because nobody holds a normal drink like that. No one does.
It's not alcoholic, actually. I've had enough alcohol this weekend.
That's a smell of ice.
I've had more than enough alcohol this weekend. People I've seen.
I can attest. He's had enough alcohol.
He's had enough. Rabinho celebrating his birthday on the weekend.
His quota for the month of February has already been covered.
It's been done. Okay, dry February. Yeah? Dry February.
Winter April.
It's got to be a dry February.
You got lit, yeah. And I'm joined by a special guestie, of course, Lola, an Arsenal fan.
Hello, people.
We are the champions, my friends. What's going on, people? Welcome to the Top 4 podcast. Guys, make sure you smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. We see you lot pulling up with these subscriptions. We want to get more of these likes, yeah? You're done, though. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of it, though, has anyone got a highlight of the week before we get into it?
Mine was just I had my birthday party in London today. That was fun, seeing family and friends.
I heard he was
having good vibes.
Nice.
Yeah, and then
don't stop the party.
It didn't, and then I had to see more people on Sunday, and then go into the main office, and then I had to jump on the Eurostar, and I just got back home about an hour ago, so I'm tired, but I'm here.
You are here indeed.
Peter, I was gonna save this for not that guy, but just because Robin spoke about his birthday, I'm gonna do it now, yeah. Because I think personally, Robin should be not that guy this week, yeah. Because for his birthday, he organized a wonderful meal, wonderful restaurant, Indian food. The place was called the India. That's how good it was, right? Guess what he ordered?
Do you know something English?
The thing is, the starter was Indian. That duck. What?
No, but your main.
No. Oscar, here's the thing. In an Indian restaurant, I don't think you can get anything but Indian. If anything, it'll be Nepalese.
No. Let me clarify. It was Indian.
Okay, thank God.
It's the worst Indian thing you can get.
Let me guess. Korma.
He got a korma. What is that? He ordered a chicken korma.
A korma.
That's disgusting, Robin.
I don't even eat like Indian
with some naan, some garlic naan.
You know what? I like a korma though. I'm not gonna lie. I do like a korma.
There we go,
That is the most English thing ever. Like, I don't even eat Indian food like that. It's not really my kind of bag. But korma is like the most what nonsense. That's what I had like a flatmate at
it was invented in the UK by Indians.
Indians. Like, I was a flatmate with my friend, and then he couldn't really handle like any kind of spice. I think he tried like jollof rice once, and his face went bright red. Korma was too fat spices for him. That's how much I know that korma's not even like was not like.
You what?
Yeah, he was a very, very white boy. It's but korma is just so. You're black. Add something to that, please.
Samson, is korma worse than butter chicken?
Bro, butter chicken is the korma. Is a korma, bro.
Our butter chicken's ordered at the table.
Butter chicken is the new korma.
Butter chicken was ordered at the table. I was like, I'm sure someone got it.
Listen, I like to eat, so whatever there is, bro, I'm nailing it down. Let's have it right.
Me and Sam, we did it right. Lamb madras. That's the way you go. That's the way you go. That's the way you go.
I see you, baby. I've seen that advert.
Shaggy Madras. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that.
You lot are funny.
Indian food, by the way, is top tier. Underrated, man.
Top tier.
I think it's
It can't be underrated if like English people damn near made it the national dish.
No, I mean our slot, though, innit?
Yeah, but like,
English, but I'm talking about our slot.
yeah,
I
what
mean?
do English people know about food?
Yeah,
Really?
But you
No,
guys
in
are-
our culture. Come on. In our culture, where's who's going to an Indian?
no, but isn't like isn't there like a lot of like fusion East African like an Indian
Yeah,
food?
that's true. Chapati,
that's true,
samosas,
Oh, by the way,
You get the
we-
chapati, but you got chapati is top tier. Already.
pilau rice.
yeah,
No, but
our food's Indian Joes, for sure.
Like, I was
You're
to say,
right.
if I was to say that it's underrated, it make more sense because we don't really have Indian food on the West.
Fair. I just meant it in the sort of the Black British culture. I'd never hear man say, "Yo,
yeah,
let's go for a bolty." You know what I'm saying? I'm not hearing that.
Legit for me. Indian food.
I'm
right
hearing
now.
the man them say they want a Chinese, they want a Morley's. You know what I'm saying?
I can't lie, though. I
We
can't
were a
lie,
Chinese
though.
house. We were a Chinese house. Like I think the first time I had Indian food was in uni. That's how much of a kind of, like it wasn't really a thing.
Fair.
We were Chinese buffet kind of people.
Ooh, me and
I
us
can't
was
lie,
having-
though.
was
There
having
was
Indian food
one
since
thing
we
that
was
made
six.
me laugh in the restaurant that those that have met my brother, he's a very, very calm guy. He ordered samosas for the starter.
Top tier.
Yeah.
No,
Peter, guess how many samosas came out?
2.
All right, listen. No. Like, I'm not trying to take the mic, yeah. But these man are tight, blood. What we saying? Two. We saying two jumbos, yeah.
Were they at least big?
Hey,
Regular samosas. Hey, the way is
them man
he
there.
stared at it for 5 minutes. And
You
he
see
said,
them man
really?
there.
You see the man
I would have been on the
was
same
tasty,
wave
though.
as him as well. I would have got the samosas thinking, yo, it's time to party. And you're gonna give me 2? Listen, guys, I need something to stodge up on. It's about to get nasty in a minute. There's gonna be 12 pints in about an hour. You need to give me something substantial. Give me some carbs. Flipping hell. Anyway.
How about that? Good restaurant.
Mm.
Down the way, we've got Ernest in the building. Welcome to the Top 4 podcast. A Manchester United fan. What you saying, my G?
Good, man. Good.
He's good. All right. Any other highlights of the weekend? Weekend?
Arsenal women world champions.
The world champions.
And Olivia Dean won the Grammys, even though so many people were annoyed by it for some reason, but I was gassed for it. Because the thing is, I was only biasly gassed because I like Olivia Dean. I've liked her music for a minute. But because some people were being a little bit like weird about her, I was like extra wanted her to win. And I just kind of rub it in their faces.
I thought it was the Bruno Mars thing that everyone was mad about. So
No, they were mad at Olivia Dean saying that she was too was almost basically, I'm paraphrasing, but they're basically saying she's a bit too nice. So they were annoyed at her for being big. So they didn't want her to win it. I was like, oh, go away.
I think it's because she's not outstanding. She's like really good.
Disagree.
No, X Factor.
I
Disagree.
don't think
Yeah,
she's outstanding.
I'm with Lola. I think she's amazing.
She's amazing, but she's not the
I
type
think
of
she's amazing.
because of the climate. She's not the type of music they're kind of used to, and they're seeing like a non-white girl who's in a bit of like R&B. So she's too nice. She's a nice girl, but her actual writing and music is sick. It's just not the kind of vibe that they're used to. So they're trying to downplay it by saying she's just.
I'm a fan of her music, but I think
Because Deepa, compare her to like.
I think this year, yeah, throughout the entire Grammys, the competition like wasn't that high. Like I feel like if they like compared to previous years, there wasn't really that many standout
I feel like
albums.
she's the only one that put
I think
music
you're
out.
right.
Like,
I think for the most part,
across the board of everything, the album of the year.
I think for the most part, it was kind of everyone who won was basically sort of meant to win.
Yeah.
The closest person to Olivia Dean was like Leon Thomas, but he already won stuff as well, so it didn't really matter as much.
Shout out.
I was angry at Kendrick.
It should have been clips.
I think the Clips had the album of the year.
Yeah.
Album of the year or rap album of the year? Because I don't think they had that.
As in rap album of the year.
Yeah.
what did Kendrick win? Album of the year?
No.
Yeah. One rap album of the year.
For which album?
I personally
For GNX.
I personally loved GNX, so I wasn't.
I love GNX.
I was leaning towards Clips, but I personally didn't mind GNX winning because I rinsed the album out. So I'm not
I love GNX, and obviously the rules are: is it the window of time for the voting in terms of the albums that are insured? But to me, in the last 12 months, I think the clips have been absolutely stellar.
Yeah.
In the roll up for the album, the quality of the album, I feel like we returned back to some proper quality rap this year.
If they released a bit earlier, maybe they would have had a bit more time to kind of like embed, maybe. But like I said, I really like the Clips album as well.
I agree with Baraka. JID's album was top. JID can rap, man.
Can't lie, my three were basically GNX, Clips, or album. So I was like, if one of those three won, I would have been fine, and one of them did. So
my timeline's off. I'm guessing. I thought GNX was 24.
It feels like it was, you know.
GNX was like at the end of 24.
End of 24, yeah.
Super Bowl was February 25. So the roll-up for the album was early 25.
I think that's a bit, I don't know, man.
No, it's the rules.
No, but it's a window of submission, isn't it? So it's a year.
Yeah.
So it just seems longer.
Yeah, when you're Clips and people like that who put it out actually in 25, you think, okay. I don't know, because like you say, I think GNX came out like November 24.
Yeah, I think it's just the timing, because I think Clips, like I said, I think if they released it a little earlier, it might have had a bit more to kind of permeate a bit more. But and also just
I just would have thought he would have won it last year's Grammys. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
it came out after Grammys last year, so it wouldn't have been eligible for that one.
It come out after the Grammys. Interesting.
Well, you know how the saying goes, right?
Yeah. Oscar, we know what you're gonna say. We know what you're going to say.
Say it for me.
We know what you're. I'm not gonna say it. That's
he saying,
man.
Why not? Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone just had him a Grammy right now.
Yo, Drake, get this album out, man. What's going on? What's he doing? What's he playing at? Get this album out, man.
It's like, look, if it was rubbish, I'd hear you, but it's not. So cry in the corner, innit?
Nah, I like GNX. I like it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad. Let's get into the comments. Miraculous Movie says, good evening to the greatest football podcast to air on a Monday night where my fellow comrades need to believe when no one else believes. He said, when the backs are against the wall, back the brand, back the campaign, #champions elect. Isn't it poetic that our North London pests have given us a helping hand? Take it back to this fixture 2 seasons ago. Son was through on goal to equalize, and the title would have been ours. Bro, he's writing a dissertation. He wrote the same thing twice.
He is a teacher, isn't he?
I tell you most solemnly, Merseyside Red will hammer the penultimate nail in the coffin. Jeez.
I feel like him saying that has kind of jinxed it. Can't lie to you.
You know what? He says every week, City will lose next week. And then when they do, he comes back like, I told you.
I told y'all.
He does it every week. Shout out David. He wants to know what's happening on Top 4 podcast. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. I got 32 points on FPL. What did you do? I did better this week. I can't lie. I'm back into the 50s.
Yeah, Calvert-Lewin needs to get out. His purple patch run has dried up. Yeah.
Such a rogue person to go start your criticism at. Why is he anyway? He's been on a good run.
Because I thought he was in a good run, but the purple patch is done. It's done now. So I was like, right, you need to leave.
And it been just one game.
Q a brace next week.
I know. That's the worst thing.
In all seriousness,
48.
He's having a fantastic season now.
Yeah, it's having a good run.
No, he is. Yes. I got 48 this week.
Question of the day from Nat. He says, what is one, I'm guessing it's one take you've had on the pod this decade that has aged poorly? Peter, you're my guy. But the fact in 2022, you said Joao Felix will be the Neymar of this generation is a big L.
I have a question for Nat, yeah. He has a knack for like pulling up comments from time ago. Surgical accuracy. I'm like, my brother, like, do you listen to the old episodes like that? Yeah.
Does he work?
Big up him, man. Big up him.
No. I'm curious. I'm not even trying to send. I'm just like,
guys.
22 was 4 years ago.
That's
exactly.
Photographic memory.
Joy is 2022 sounded recent. Then I had to deep it, guys. We're in 26.
I know. I can answer his question straight away. One of my worst takes on Top 4 podcast was that when Man City signed Jack Grealish, I said he's gonna by the time he leaves City, he'll have a statue.
that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
I said no one's going to be part of the price tag because he's going to be so good. And because he's English and white, they're just going to love him. It didn't work out that way.
I see your logic.
I just thought he was going to start. I didn't see how it could go wrong.
But he's not. But he's not. When you say he's white, he is white. But like he's not.
I have so many thoughts.
No, I know what you're saying. He's not Harry Kane.
Like, when you think
he's got a rough image. No, he's got a rough image.
You know what I'm saying he's too rough. He is.
No, but I think that was part of my point because he's iconic. Like Jack Grealish, if he was a great player, like if he was performing at the level that he did at Villa, then he would be his hype would be higher than a straight shooter like Harry Kane.
Plus, Harry Kane is less of in my opinion than Grealish. The English love a kind of Grealish type.
Yeah, everybody loves the Grealish.
Like the English public, they kind of tend to gravitate to the Grealish types, the Kane types. Kane just happens
depends on the temperature, though.
Kane just happens to be elite, so we talk about him. But I think if he was like a normal level striker, no one would care about him being nice.
The skin color is heavy because if he was anything other than white, it would go bad. But because he's white and a bit of a maverick, he gets the Gaza love. Do you know what I mean?
You say Gaza love. You got to remember, Gaza at the time wasn't loved. He was loved post when he was getting ill. When he got ill, and when the addictions were like big, when we started learning about his drinking and everything else, that's when people started to feel sorry for what a wasted talent he was. But they weren't lauding him at the time.
No, Gaza in '96.
Oscar,
everyone was getting his haircuts.
England was too. No, maybe the youths, but England was too. Shirt, collar, and tie.
No,
96.
My argument with Oscar
in the year of our Lord Princess Diana. Believe me,
if Grealish was like one of us, the amount of leeway he's been given, if Grealish was like one of us, Grealish, if he looked like one of us, the leeway he's been given would have died after that first season.
Listen, we understand white privilege. We get that bit. I'm talking within the white privilege. There's two boxes.
Peter, you're
the suit and tie.
You're completely off on the Gaza thing, bro. You got to remember World Cup '90. He had that whole run where he was really good, and he got sent. He got a yellow card where he would have missed the final. That's all part of the story. And then he moves to Italy and wins the league in Serie A. Then
with who?
Did he not win with
Lazio?
Oh, Lazio.
Nah, Lazio won the league in 2000. Let's have a look.
Forgive me, maybe I got that wrong.
We'll have a look.
But anyway, he did relatively well in Italy. Then he came back for Euro '96 and he scores that goal against Scotland. Bro, he was an icon, bro. He's an icon.
No, he was a great player in the same way we talk about Jack Grealish was a great player, but as in.
But I'm not even talking about the quality of play. I'm talking about icon, like the fact that he's crazy and does things off the pitch.
You think Gaz was iconic? You think he was received as an icon in the world?
Of course. Gaz is like the most
iconic
player. Yeah. What are we talking about?
Oh.
Okay.
Why do you think Foden dyed his hair blonde at the Euros? That was for Gaza, bro.
Like I said, the youth them. You got what I'm saying? The youth. I'm talking about like
call him Gaza. His name is Gascoigne. They call him. He has a nickname. Other than Wazza, with Wayne Rooney, which is even after Gaza. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he was iconic, bro. He was. I don't know, man. I thought it was not a debate. But anyway,
I just thought he got the love after the fact. He didn't win anything with Lazio, unfortunately.
Well, do you remember he tried to stop Ramos? He's just went mad. I'm not funny. It's true. Like he said, he was his friend. He tried to chat to him. Crazy. He had a good heart about it. Just well.
Nat has responded to Ernest. He said, "I've listened to every pod possible that's on Apple Podcasts. That's one that I haven't watched live." Shout out to him, man, because back in them days we weren't even doing them live. You're a legend, man.
Absolutely. Thank you, man.
He says the English love an alcoholic. They praise Grealish for putting 20 grand behind the bar despite getting drunk 2 days before a game.
How much? Hey, Tony Adams for one. That man was alcoholic for his inside them. They love him.
They love Mavericks, man. To be fair, people loved Maradona, and he was on the hard powder for most of his career. Look at the '94 World Cup celebration.
Actually, they loved. I think they loved Tony Adams, the alcoholic, more than they loved the regeneration of Arsenal under Wenger.
Of course they did. England have this whole thing where they kind of like they like anyone who's got a lot of money and a lot of prestige and a lot of like privilege, whatever it is, or especially if they come from a working class background, they like something that makes them seem more down to earth. So if someone rich as hell who's got problems, like they might be a bit of a drinker or they have an attitude problem, and they're
like Paul Merson.
But make sure
another one.
I love Mercy, you know.
It makes them feel like they're a bit more like us. They're rich, but they're more like us because you like to drink.
Yeah, I agree with you that Tony Adams is an uncle someone can relate to, or a brother, or whatever. Your Mersons, your Gascoignes. I get what you're saying on that front. I just feel like what I'm now starting to put together is the English media when it wants to throw a bad boy under the bus, it's very quick. When it's somebody you just look at the Southgate propaganda from his career in England.
Depends on the temperature. Yeah,
absolutely. As a manager and as a England manager as well. Like when I look at Gareth Southgate, it's a prime example of not that he wasn't talented, he obviously was, but just like he wasn't as great as these other people that you name. But nobody's got anything negative to say about a Southgate. No one.
But why should they though? Southgate is the most.
He wasn't all that. He wasn't all that.
Regardless of how good you think he is technically, he was the most. Regardless of how good you think he is as an actual manager, I don't think any of us really rate him that high.
I meant player and manager, because remember he missed the penalty for England, right? But he wasn't.
And he was loaded.
No, he wasn't. If anything, he was cuddled. If anything, he was protected. Remember when Beckham got sent off against Argentina? When Beckham got sent off,
it was an advert where he wore like a bag of his head.
Yeah, Pizza.
Yeah, the Walkers.
He did a Pizza. Him and Stuart Pearce.
Yeah, I remember the Pizza. But Beckham got effigies done for him for getting sent off because Simeone.
They went, yeah.
If Southgate got sent off, we're not having effigies.
They would. Because England's whole thing, they think England as a football institution, they think they're better than they are. So anything they can find a way to blame why they don't win, they will go ham.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is true.
Sure, yeah. This has been an interesting conversation. Miri says they give attention to people, attention and fandom to Gascoigne, Beckham, Adams, et al., rather than someone like Lineker, who is a more like professional model. I agree, man. I think people want to be entertained by football, man.
I told you because the English people like someone who seems like quote unquote has a problem, so it makes them feel like that because you can't be rich and be nice to them.
But like, I feel like
it's true.
That's why I said that. I think maybe where I'm coming from is wrong in terms of. I mean, like Lineker is such a great example. Not a thing about that guy, and it's not to say he's flawless or he's blameless. But like, this is a guy we do not hear anything about, and he's been in our face. Whether you watched him as a player or you saw him on like Match of the Day, whatever TV, he's been in our face for 20, 30 years.
Yeah,
nothing, unscathed. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, I think that's deliberate. I think the protection is deliberate or not, if that makes sense with certain people.
Right, Pete. Everybody's here for the football, man. Let's get into it.
I'll tell you what is deliberate. West Ham United are a deplorable football club because they had a 2-0 lead at Stamford Bridge and they went and lost 3-2 in the second half. I mean, West Ham had Chelsea fans booing in the first half.
Yeah.
With Sanchez, the goalkeeper, trying to calm the fans down, to winning in the second half. Nuno Espirito Santo and West Ham United. Your sins. Your sins, my friend, are on the table. Oscar, Chelsea, were you at the bridge?
I was not at the bridge, unfortunately. You mentioned our good friend Robert Sanchez. I'm gonna say my favorite quote for him. I'm not a big fan, but keep doing your thing, bro. Keep doing your thing, bro. Because, boy, you know the story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? Yeah, night and day. That first half from Chelsea was the worst half of football I've seen from us all season. And bear in mind, we've sacked a manager this season, so we've been bad. We've been bad at times.
That 2-0 was generous.
Yeah, that
2-0.
Yeah. You're not wrong. 2-0 was generous, yeah. There was just nothing good about the way Chelsea were playing. And basically, the way Liam Rosenior has set Chelsea up in recent weeks, yeah, we like to build through the middle. Like, he's always trying to get players in central areas. Even when it was like, when we were losing at Napoli in midweek, he put Palmer and Enzo both in 10s so that we could play through the middle and not on the wings. And then we found our goals through that way. So I think West Ham were just wise to that and didn't allow us to play through the middle once we got to the final third. So the ball kept going wide. Guess who it went wide to? Alejandro Garnacho. Guys, this was one of the worst winger performances I have ever seen. And it was just a 45. It was just a 45. He didn't get the... Yeah. Baraka compared him to Bakayoko. That Bakayoko 45, I don't think it could ever be topped. But it was close.
What game was that again? What was the Bakayoko 45 again?
Was that Watford?
It was Watford. He made
Watford
that
away.
Gave away a goal and then got sent off in half an hour.
Yeah,
It was the worst.
It's horrendous.
The worst 45 you've ever seen from a footballer.
These days.
It's up there with Ndombele at Burnley away.
It's nasty.
Huh?
I forgot about him.
I saw a tweet that said the only winger that is worse than Garnacho off the ball is Garnacho on the ball.
On the ball.
Yeah, I saw that tweet. I died.
Oh my god.
Hey, that could be. But guys, I'm at a loss for words, because obviously he's up against Wan-Bissaka, very good defender, So, as in 1v1 defender, very good at like stopping play. Bro, this guy could not do anything with the ball. Couldn't take it past him. Couldn't dribble. Couldn't cut inside and get a shot off. The only thing he could do was cut back and pass it to Enzo. And even then, he was misplacing the pass 2 or 3 times. So it was absolutely horrific. And then going back when West Ham are attacking, that's where they're getting the joy because Garnacho doesn't track. He doesn't know how to like cover the run of the player. So we're in a real dilemma with this kid because when I see him, like I said, they forced us to play out wide, probably because they knew we had Gittins and Garnacho, and those two are just not very comfortable with the ball to feet. Garnacho needs to be getting on the end of things. If you're going to pass him the ball, it has to be in the box, so your pass tells him you must shoot. You can't do anything else. Like the pass has to tell him what to do. Like, he has to receive the ball first time, bang. Because if you give him the ball with time to think, he can't dribble, he can't take on a player. He's just deer in headlights until he eventually passes backwards or loses it. So,
Robin, it's like I'm hearing myself.
Ernest is loving this boy.
No, Pete.
40 million
like
pure profit.
crack in the 80s.
This is also very petty of me, but I really hate when you're like an attacker, especially. You're not good when you dyed your hair blonde. You're not good enough. It's very irritating.
You know what I love, when black football fans turn reformed. I love it.
It's true. It's true.
It sounds like Graham Souness in the Manchester Derby.
No, because in my opinion, if you're gonna dye your hair, be good.
Very good.
Be saucy at least, warrant it. Yeah.
You know what? It's the new version of when I used to see silver boots on a player back in the day in the 90s, mid 2000s. If I saw you wearing silver boot or white boot and you weren't techie,
I've seen Judge had on boots on when silver boots.
One thing if you're off, if you dyed your hair and you're off form. So I know you're a good player, you're just in bad form. But Garnacho isn't good, and he keeps doing it.
Do you not think that Garnacho, I mean, I look at a player where I think, man, this guy's like, because you know the thing is, he was cocky and confident before. That's gone. Like that's gone from him as well now, and I'm like, what? It's kind of sad to see a little bit.
It's not because going back to my rant about how Man United fans are gaslit into believing that the players who leave our club is because of the club. You've gone into a place. Chelsea's politics ain't the same as ours. Their politics is a different thing, and the club and the fans don't care about the politics. So you actually have to be wavy. You actually have to be good at Chelsea because they've seen some of the best players in Premier League history. I remember when Oscar showed us the 150 years or whatever it was of Chelsea's best 11 and I was like, the 11 I think your club made of the last 150 years.
You know, I wanna see
And I'm
this.
like, these are the type of ballers Chelsea have had. So with Chelsea fans have the diamond tester. Every game they have it on. They know what a good footballer is. So if you don't have the Man United and the history is kind of the shadow overbearing on the team. You are on site every game. If you're not hooping, they'll see. They will see.
And it's not like the United situation where some of your ex-players have now kind of become villains because they talk too much. Like Drogba, Hazard, that man don't speak about the club. They don't talk about what's going on. So
Mikel's the only one.
Yeah.
By the way,
and then he's just like they're just like legendary figures.
That
name is compared to Hazard. Like, bro, if you're not doing it like Hazard, we ain't rating what you're on. Like,
Oscar, we need an extra time podcast episode on John Obi Mikel because it's gone on too long.
What do you think?
It's gone on too long. Unscathed.
I don't pay attention.
Unscathed.
Any John Obi Mikel content, I don't indulge. I don't, guys.
It's horrendous. It's up there
bad.
with Peter Crouch and his lot, Stidwell and them man there. It's horrendous.
Is it?
Sorry?
No, because do you know what? Peter Crouch, yeah? Peter Crouch is in his zone. Peter Crouch is in his he's like, I'm trying to be funny and talk about football. Mikel's trying to give advice, bro.
John Obi Mikel.
Nah.
How many Premier League does he have?
Wait, hold on. What's wrong with Mikel giving advice?
Yeah.
No, as in it's bad.
You heard it. Have you heard it?
It's the man.
He's got AFCON as well.
Have you heard his advice?
Adrian, maybe I'm bugging, isn't it? What's wrong?
Have you heard his advice?
Any Champions League winner.
Have you heard his advice?
Okay, put it this way, AD. Look how the way Scholes talks. We know how great he is as a footballer, but his pundit is rubbish. It's similar to Mikel. I'm going to leave Mikel because I have a bias. I'm going to let him do something stupid over there and ignore it. But he's doing a bit of
fair. Nah,
hey,
man.
do you remember Mikel told Callum to F off? You talk about AFCON?
Yeah.
Big him up, bro. Sounds like he went boarding school for 20 years. Hey, big him up, man.
I don't indulge in that.
Big him up,
oh my God. I just let him run and ignore it because I have no choice.
But Alex Garnacho, if there's one thing that Ruben Amorim got correct, it was getting rid of him. More than you believe.
No, Robin, more than you believe. I don't think.
Guys, should we be giving Rosinha some credit at his start at Chelsea?
Absolutely.
Because
he's had a good
to be
start,
honest, man, I had more skepticism than Skepta. I was worried about this appointment.
Were you actually worried? Like thinking he's not going to take him anywhere?
No, so I thought Chelsea were laying their bed where they were. Like, we're here to rest. This is where we will stay. Right, and that's probably where Chelsea fans were fuming about it, right? Fuming about the appointment, fuming about the way the club is managed, feeling about the direction of the club in general. But the fact that Rosinha, I think, can make this team overachieve. I never thought that was possible.
What's overachieve quickly?
Top 4?
Is that overachieving?
Or no, a good run in the Champions League.
I think so. Look at the squad.
No. I what I'm saying is, I don't think top 4 is an overachievement. And I say that for a number of clubs around them because
they finished top 4 last year.
Yeah, why would it be overachieving?
Yeah,
that doesn't mean that. Well, you don't think they overachieved last year?
No,
I don't think so.
No.
Hang on. Let's pause for a second here.
If we
I just want clarity. I'm not trying to argue.
No, my argument is basically because it's based on everything as opposed to them. There's all the clubs around him, like them, everyone who was got. No one, in my opinion, is particularly like I can say, they're clearly like there. Where it's like getting in there, United are getting in there, Liverpool getting all these teams. Like if any of them of what I've just mentioned get top 4, in my opinion, maybe bar Aston Villa because Aston Villa is not for me. It's not an overachievement if any of them get in there.
And Pete, I say this to you every time we do predictions. I always say whenever I put Chelsea in the top 4 and you argue, I'm always like, top 4 doesn't mean you're a good team. It just means you got the points to get.
Yeah.
So
but I was when correct me if I'm wrong. When we do predictions based on the fact of what we look at the squad to be, the quality of the squad, the quality of the manager, and then when I look at if everybody's obviously on paper before the ball's kicked, right? So when I look at every team, when I look at every squad, I look at every manager, and I put them into order. Chelsea doesn't make the top 4. Doesn't make it last year. Doesn't make it this year.
But you know
That's
what?
your opinion.
So therefore, it's an overachievement if they make it.
No, but it goes back to Oscar's point that these teams are not necessarily like. Why is Newcastle better than Chelsea?
Yeah,
like what is their God-given right to be better than Chelsea? Because ultimately, we've watched them across multiple seasons. We've watched Villa over multiple seasons. We've watched United. We've watched Tottenham over multiple seasons. There's not a clear difference in quality in those 4 teams. It's not 10 and 5. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's more so it's a matter of it's your opinion more than it is because to me overachieving is you are a 8th, 9th, 10th team, 12 like you're Nottingham Forest and you get top 4. That's an overachievement to me.
Yeah, no, come on,
I'm not sure.
No, and Pete, I'm only saying it because the gap in quality between the teams I've mentioned in the last 3 years hasn't been crazy. I'll probably say the overachievement or the underachievement is in coaching styles.
It doesn't have to be though. Like if Chelsea, if I think, for example, I don't think this necessarily, but if I think Chelsea are a 5th place side and they finish 4th, that to me is an overachievement because I think they're a 5th place side.
But how can you think that?
I'm not saying the gap's that big.
I think it's semantics.
Like for example, if you think someone's 5th and they finished 4th, to me, I mean, for you that's an overachievement. To me, that's more in and around your vicinity. Like if you're like a 5th place level kind of team and you finish 4th or 6th, it's not an overall underachievement. It's not overall underachievement for me. It's you're in your area and you manage to finish there.
Yeah, you don't know about.
When Poch at the time, when Poch finished 6th, I thought that was an underachievement, an overachievement. Sorry, like when he finished 6th that year, because even at the end of the season, it was like, right, he's on the up, he's moving forward here. Something could happen next season, then he got sacked, obviously in the summer. But it was just a bit like
okay. Going back to your original point about Liam Rosenior, yeah. The reason I'm not where you are is because I don't think Chelsea have played one good game under him. I don't look at any game that he has managed. Huh?
Charlton.
Charlton.
No, but he said, all right, cool, innit? My bad.
Let's be serious.
One good game.
Let's be serious here. Okay, we played well against Charlton. All right, cool. Premier League, Champions League, League Cup. I don't think he's had a game where I've watched Chelsea play and been like, yeah, we're cooking. There's something here. There's patterns. There's styles. I can see what he is trying to do. I can see the things he's implementing. I can see how he's taking players out of the team and bringing other players in and making subs at the right time. But it's always spells. And this week, Chelsea played Napoli. We had a horrible spell in that game for about half an hour where Napoli were all over us and should have scored more than they did. But then we clawed it back and we showed a bit of strength. And shout out to my guy, Enzo Fernandez. He has a tattoo on his neck that says resilience. And Chelsea showed a lot of resilience.
Come on. Come on.
What do you mean?
He just would have that on his neck though.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a wire personally, but he's got resilience.
Oh, holy smoke!
But is it no? This all depends. Is it there or on the side?
It's down.
Either or. Oh.
That one is more. That's crazy. No. But in fact,
that's clumsy. That's clumsy stuff.
You can kind of excuse.
It's clumsy.
Yeah, that's super clumsy.
No, you can excuse the side neck.
What do you mean resilient? Resilient.
Nah, it's down. It's from his ear, like down to his.
It's still naff. It's still naff.
I've got resilience.
Hey yo!
It's crazy.
No, but like I said, it's not the front of the neck. So I'm just saying.
I say that to say one thing I respect about what Liam Rosenior has done is that Chelsea have shown a lot of resilience. They've shown that when we're losing in games, the team spirit and camaraderie, even in the Arsenal game when you lot were packing us in at Stamford Bridge, they had a spell where they said, you know, we're not gonna lie down when we're getting beaten. We're gonna rise up and actually fight.
You're okay.
What's wrong with the man them? What's wrong with the man them?
No. Hey, Oscar, you threw a cat amongst the pigeons, and you expect the pigeons to just be chilling like normal. I
don't know how a lot of these guys will react. You didn't mention ENZO at all. At all. You said
Oh man,
you didn't need to mention the tattoo at all. You set this off, by the way.
Yeah, well,
He
look,
orchestrated it. And I walked away like.
You just said he was resilient. You didn't have to.
I
You could have even said he's got a tattoo, a resilient tattoo. Why did you specify where?
you see Oscar? Yeah? Oscar pretends like he doesn't like the chaos.
Oscar's like Iago and a fellow, bro. He can orchestrate and danger here. Yeah. Dominoes.
I'm creating content. And so, yeah, no, but it was to show that we've had a bit of resilience, isn't it? We've come back from behind a few times to show that we can still fight. And even the thing that Peter mentioned at the top about Sanchez, say, bro, the fans were shouting at Robert Sanchez, saying, "What the hell is going on? We're 2-0 down at half time," and he looks at them and goes, "Guys, we've got 45 minutes to go. But yeah, the only thing I wanted to say further is, Pete, you know what you're saying about Southgate? That's how I feel about Liam Rosenior. I feel like he's doing his thing, getting the group together. Everybody's happy. Everybody's healthy. But what are you really saying as a manager? What are you really saying?
I think I'm just surprised it's gone well. This well. It's got that many wins.
Do you know what it is? How I think. Let me have a quick guess. Is it because of the 6-year contract that has been given that you think?
You're giving a 6-year contract?
I don't care about contracts. You think
It's been 7 years.
It can end tomorrow, though.
It could end tomorrow.
Yeah, question, Oscar. Is it 6 years for Blue Code? Like he can just get rotated?
I think it is one of them ones where performance it will upgrade. All that. It's one of them stupid contracts. We gave Potter a 5-year contract. Who cares about how long the contract is?
That's true. Man,
I don't give a monkeys.
I see you got Sarr coming back from Strasbourg. I feel like something's not right, man.
Yeah,
something's just not right with that.
We could do an hour.
That conversation. Yeah,
we could be here for an hour.
It was just piss poor to see. I was just like, whatever.
My club is a mess. The one thing I'm hoping is that my club can put in a performance tomorrow night. That's what I need from these boys. Yeah?
Are you there tomorrow?
I'm not, Peter. I'm not. I have prior commitments, but. Yeah,
smoke.
And you're lucky. You're very, very lucky because the Brazilian, the wonder kid Esteval is not going to be available for tomorrow. But other than that, full strength team. He's got like personal stuff, isn't it? Yeah. I think he had a bereavement, so he flew back to Brazil.
Right.
So mad. Yeah,
I must admit, seeing Chelsea in Napoli gave me flashbacks of 2012, man. You lot were in that black kit in Naples when the tide had turned, mate, and then you went and won the Champions League. I thought,
well, the tide hadn't turned in Naples because we got slapped 3-1.
You got pumped in Naples, but I'm saying like just seeing you lot there in black in the Sao Paulo, I was like, oh dear.
Somebody tell Diego Maradona, we gave your boys one hell of a beating. We did.
He's not alive, you know.
I feel like we've spoken a bit too long, so we can move on.
No. The crackhead at the end of the fight.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Which one?
Man got tossed.
We talk about Adama. We can talk about Kukurea. I'm looking at Todibo. That man has crazy eyes like I've never seen before.
Yeah, he's possessed.
Because the level of headlock, eyes were bulging out. Even when he got sent off, he was just staring at the bench as he wasn't looking forward at all. As was just fixed on the bench as he was walking off.
Psychotic behavior.
That fight was so silly.
By the way, it was Royal Rumble weekend. What I saw from Adama Traore, I thought to myself, number one, this is Hulk Hogan or Ahmed Johnson, for those of you that will know from back then.
It was careless.
I just tossed one brother, pause, and then, you know, like when people, like Pedro Neto looked at him, and like Joao Pedro looked at him, and it was like, it was almost like Hulk Hogan. This guy just looked at him, and it was like, You're next.
No, you know what? The Cucurella one, I was rolling.
Bro, it's the Royal Rumble.
But seeing Joao Pedro shook, I was in tears.
It was like Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior. It was bizarre.
I understand it. Because, like, obviously, you look at Traore's walking with you, his arms are like,
and he does this.
Yeah. So, in the logical sense, I 100% understand Joao Pedro saying, "No, I can't handle this." But the situation is, you instigated it, you signed it off, and then you ran off.
You pushed him. You pushed him.
It was just trying to back his brethren, but then he didn't realize what he signed up for. He was like, leave Kukurea alone. But then he's like, oh no.
You know when the referee only gives you a yellow card? A Traore could have got off.
He should have been off. He should have been off.
Traore got off because he didn't get off because the Chelsea fans, the Chelsea players and other ones helped because they stopped before he went too far. But it didn't help. Steve already had intercepted and strangled man.
Steve was trying to give him the choke slam.
Also, did you not see what Mavropanos did?
Oh, Mavropanos got away with murder. He slapped someone.
He slapped Cole Palmer.
He slapped Palmer.
Oh yeah, and Caliber was there as well. Yeah.
On a weekend where there was the Royal Rumble, I said to myself, Chelsea is kayfabe. This is SmackDown. I was watching wrestlers before my eyes. Even the acting. Like the fact that Joao Pedro didn't want none. Then I heard Pedro Neto wanted some in the tunnel, and the Chelsea players were like, "What the hell are you doing?" They had to pull him away and be like, "Are you stupid?"
Yeah, Pedro Neto
will sit down, man.
I'll say
get back under the ring.
He needs to thank Sanchez that it wasn't worse. He got the red card and deserved the red card, yeah. But he fully would have got extra match because I think if Sanchez didn't stop him like come at the right time, he would have sent him over the what's it called? The ad things, and he would have got a longer ban. So he's Sanchez for that.
There is a thought I have in my head about Todibo. I'm just like, you know what? Let's keep it safe. I don't want to.
But Oscar, what you should do there is just take note. Who backed it and who ran? And whoever ran, that's the transfer list. Get them out. They got the minerals.
That's the transfer
list. Do you know who ran? Do you know who ran?
Fofana straight away. You're gone.
Liam Delap wants to fight and wrestle everybody when the game is on. He just wants to hug and tussle people. But when it's time for actually war, you're shy.
This one he's been asking for a fight for how long and he wasn't there.
Oh, by the way, I wash my hands of him. I wash my hands of Liam. I'm done with that guy.
Really?
He performed on Saturday was
Imperial level.
We played with 10.
I'm very shocked that it's taken this long.
He had injuries.
He's whack. He's bad. He's pants.
I'm here, Alice. I've arrived. He's bad. Get this guy out.
Yeah. Tony Adams said you need 7. You always need 7 in your team in your 11. I know exactly what he meant by that. Liam Delap is not one of that 7.
Shout out to Nat because he said Liam Delap is a private school baller. That is true. Him and Patrick Bamford, bro, they're the same guy.
Hey, so
anyway,
right. I said they want to be bad boys for the Etonians, yeah, but not on the
eating mess, bro.
That owns his pockets.
I guess eating the on it. Well,
all you do is fight and wrestle. When it's time to fight and wrestle, where are you?
Can't find you.
Which means you don't fight and wrestle.
I'll tell you what, Adama Traore could have been needed at Fulham. Because what the hell took place at Old Trafford? What was I watching? What was I seeing on the timeline as the game was going on? Where Manchester United looked like they were off to the sunset, having a good time. Then the game just got entertaining, exciting for the neutral, and then of course Benjamin Šeško in the last dying minutes, making it 3-2. Man United have their 3rd win in a row under Mikel Carrick. Robinho, I mean, what? Is there something tangible? Can you taste it? Can you smell it? Is there something coming?
Remember last week when I said Fulham will be a test, and you said nah, forget about it. I said I know this because I know when it comes to Man United, big teams will turn up, but it's these teams where they will give us a game, and it will be our mentality that will get us over the line or not. I think the difference in this game is that we actually said from minute 1 until the final kick of the game, we are going to try and actually win this. Previously, we were subbing on defender for defenders, and then we're just sitting back. Once again, and I hope this is a lesson for Michael Carrick, when you sub on Ugarte, you're bringing on problems. I have always said this once, and it will continue to be a thing. He's just a terrible footballer, and I need him gone expeditiously. I was hoping he would be gone in January.
When Robin told me to give him time.
Yeah.
I will never forget. I gave him from day one.
I gave him time. I gave him time, and his time was up. I gave everyone time.
He was whacking Paris. It's obvious.
The thing is, when someone plays for your club, you got to give time, haven't you?
Nah, man. Nah.
But you know what? The first touch tells a lot, you know.
The first touch does a lot.
Bro, I would say this. There's one game, MK Dons, I writ off Ryan Brewster, and you're not ready. It's a man's game. It sounds hard, but just one look. You
know what? It's those Carabao Cup fixtures, by the way, yeah? The 3rd round, 4th round. If you have not dealt with the matter, see you later, mate.
There's many.
We got nothing to do with this.
Varying degrees. There's many different players you can tell. Like, what's his name? The Brazilian brother. The Brazilian brother we got from, what's his name? He looked
Marquinhos.
I called the whackness from the comps that was going around before we even got him. I said, I look at that. I can see there's a 17-year-old in our academy who's already clear of him. And people, I was gaslit. But there's one specific person you don't know, one of my friends was gaslit. I said, no, the comps look good. I said, he's crap. He was bad in the first time. He scored 1 goal crying. I said, I know you're rubbish. I know you're rubbish.
No.
Ronaldinho's son.
Made me feel like I was hating when I saw that Anthony comes at Ajax. I said, this guy's terrible.
No, there's no base.
Lola, I remember this moment very, very clear regarding Marquinhos. I remember this very clear. We were away at Zurich in the Europa League. He scores his first goal for Arsenal. I was with one of the coaches, academy coaches from Hale End. We were watching it together because we had it was like a staff watch along kind of thing because it was like an early kickoff in the evening. And no, that's the day that the Queen died, but because it was at halftime, we had to stop. He scored the goal against Zurich, great finish. He started crying.
That's what I said.
Started crying.
I said I already knew I didn't like him beforehand. When he cried,
crying.
No,
the coach looked at me. Nah, he's not cut out for this. The coach literally said that to me.
Because why are you crying?
That's a worry. What's he crying for?
Really?
I thought it's a special occasion. It's a happy moment. He was 19. I win it. That was the end of him. That's the last we saw of him.
Guys, did we find out?
AD, on your Timmy Bakayoko point, he's without a club, age 31. Left PAOK in 2025.
How? What's that? Cyprus?
PAOK.
Greece? Yeah, PAOK. I think
Greece.
Yeah, Greece. That is the Greek league.
Sorry, you were saying, AD?
I was just going to say, on the crying thing, did anyone remember when I think Southampton beat Liverpool 1-0, yeah? And at full time, Ralph Hasenhuttl would just burst into floods of tears. Did we find out what was the matter with that? I'm scared, genuinely. No, I remember. Because I thought something must have happened in his personal life, but I never found out.
Hasenhuttl, what a man. Ernest, Manchester United 3, Fulham 2. I mean,
Robin, are you
No. So I'm happy. I don't have a lot to say. We got great goals. Casemiro once again, fantastic. He's on his John Cena retirement tour, and I'm very happy about that. He's just doing his
thing. Are you guys happy that he's leaving, or would you sign him a new contract,
brother? I think
it's the best time
to say in my assessment. Operation Casemiro replacement ASAP.
Yes, don't be fooled. Don't get swept up in it.
No, Adrian.
I love Cas, man.
When you include the organized, because Bruno used to be haram, then he was chaos. Now he's organized chaos. Yeah, his press is better. He's actually dictating what happens in the final third a lot better than before. No one can gaslight me to tell me that the Bruno we had before was better than this guy. This is the best Bruno. This is the best Bruno we've had at Man United. Yeah.
Did being under Amarim, do you think that improved Bruno as a player? Just Bruno alone?
No, I don't think he improved him at all.
Okay, fair. Okay.
He was playing him in the 6.
Because of the evolution he describes, how he was chaos, then he was haram, now it's organized chaos. Maybe he learned a thing or two. I don't know.
I think this is just okay. I've been here since 2020. I'm a seasoned vet in this team,
Mm-hmm.
and a manager who gets it, if you want to call it that. But the first position we need to sign in the summer is that Casemiro position, because Sander Berge had acres, like he had the acres you get when your father is the richest man in Nigeria, and then those are the acres of, bro. He was spraying the ball each opportunity he got. And the thing about what's it called? The thing about Fulham is Fulham are a proper quintessential Premier League team of the current era. If you ain't got PMP,
Facts.
bro,
They'll bop it around you.
It is log for you. Because when Robin was saying that, like, Fulham
is it Fulham are that good? Yeah,
I know. No,
It's not been good.
It's that they're a team that on paper you look at the name and say you should beat,
but
and then there's a bit of quality from Adrian. Who scored the equalizer against you when you went to Craven Cottage?
Oh, Harrison Reed,
randomly,
right?
Or Harry Wilson, or Batty, or Iwobi.
Or Jimenez,
with just pure quality. Look at the equalizer that they scored.
Kevin.
Look at the equalizer they scored.
Or Kevin rather.
And I wouldn't even say that for 80 minutes they were better than us. I'll say it was closer to even. We edged them. We were the better team, but I don't think Fulham were ever out of the game. We just managed to control what we could control, and they couldn't take their chances. Jabi. And also, that game showed me we really miss Dorgu, because he is the one off the ball runner we have that would have called their defense up a lot more. Because Cunha, to me, you guys know how I feel about Cunha. He hasn't, for me, settled into taking authority in the portions of the attacking positions that we give him. He's more so, I can pop up with a goal, I can influence how we attack in bits, but he's not a mainstay in our attack, in my opinion, not yet. I also think we have a big right wing problem. I don't think we know who our best right winger is. Ahmad, I think, is a technically better footballer than Mbumo. Mbumo's a bigger threat. I think that's where we're finding a bit of problems, because Ahmad is good at dribbling, but his shooting needs to improve, man. Flip it. He's turning into Saka. He will cut in and shoot straight at the goalkeeper. And I'm like, brother, like, aim for a corner, man. Act like you're on the wire. Just go for the corners, B. Do you know what I mean? So we need to improve in some capacity.
Would you resign Casemiro though? Wouldn't that be your move?
I would absolutely think about if he would take less wages in 12 months every day of the week. Not to say we don't sign anybody else.
Why does it matter? Why does the money matter?
He's get paid 250,000.
He's on stupid wages.
But why does that matter to you?
Because it inhibits what you can do.
If signing quality or the lack thereof is hindered by the fact that we can't take money out of the wage packet, that's stupid. Do you know what I mean? That's silly. In the era of getting rid of your Garnachos and them lot, lower the wage packet as much as possible so you can actually bring more talent. Do you know what I mean? And so if it means, and so one thing I know, Casemiro is going to leave behind is a huge cash injection into the next 12 months. Do you know what I mean? Where we can pay somebody else or two people by some miraculous means. But to me, his position is key, because the other issue we could have is if we sign, say, an Elliot Anderson, and then Kobe Mainoo's going to have to turn into the Casemiro. And I'm not sure he's there yet. I'm not sure that the number 6 position, he is there yet. I'm not sure. But I think Carrick is learning. I've got a few questions. I've got a few questions about our seamlessness in our midfield, because Sander Berge kept finding opportunities to capitalize on space.
Yeah.
And I think a really good midfield could hurt us. A really good midfield could hurt us if they have the attackers if they have the type of attack that we have, in terms of forever darting forward, forever trying to, occupy space and them kind of thing there. The last thing I want to say is I really do think Sen Lamens deserves some credit, man. I think he deserves some credit. I am not going to do the thing of I think he is absolutely there.
No,
But
he's never been there.
We're getting with Onana in terms of distribution from the goalkeeper position, we are absolutely getting with Sen Lamens. His distribution is top tier for us. Do you know what I mean? We don't have to deal.
He's a young goalkeeper.
We don't have to deal with Onana thinking about where to pass it. We don't have to deal with that. A lot of the passes he gives to Mbeumo, if Sesko's there, I don't know about Sesko's control under pressure in the air. I don't know about that. But if he gets those passes to Sesko instead of Mbeumo, it's a different conversation. I think he's able to calm, especially having people like you say basic shots. Yeah, there's things that Onana should have saved. Yeah, I look at I think it's the 6th minute of the Fulham game. There's a shot that he saves from close range.
Onana will let him.
I swear to you, Onana's conceding that. Yeah, Onana's conceding that. There's a lot of those. You know those things that don't make match of the day highlights.
Yeah,
there's a lot of those funny.
Yeah,
I feel like people
Lamens is actually doing the basics, and maybe it's sounding like we're doing too much in praising him.
People underestimate.
Onana is legitimately a nightmare.
Yeah, people underestimate
a chapter of Man United history that I want to forget.
You have some players in your team that can be agents of chaos. Your goalkeeper can never be that person. Never. Even if he's not a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10, just be a steady pair of hands.
Oscar, do you remember the Dark Knight? Do you remember when the Joker comes out of the hospital and he presses the detonator and it's not working?
Yeah.
And the hospital doesn't blow up. And then that's Onana.
Yeah.
Because then when he looks like, oh, it did blow up. I am the criminal here.
Yeah,
I don't think, guys, I never want to see that high top sponge wearing guy anywhere near 0161 again.
Yeah, I think people have this thing where they think, because midfielders, attackers, defenders, you can have like flashy ones. Keepers are never supposed to be really interesting one. They're meant to be good at their job, but they're never supposed to be the guy that you're overly having to kind of he's this, he's that. No, at minimum.
Because Lola, the last four goals we've conceded, how many I'm not going to influence your decision. How many of the last 4 goals we've conceded would you say were the goalkeeper's fault?
I'm not going to lie to you. My football watching has not been as high before, so that's the wrong person to ask.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm not the person I'm watching football like that.
So we had the own goal by Alessandro Martinez.
The two against Arsenal, yeah, the own goal.
2 against Arsenal. The penalty, which I think, did he get close to? I can't remember. I don't know if he got close to it or not.
The penalty yesterday.
Yeah.
The penalty was Maguire with the late challenge.
Yeah. But it wasn't his fault. He didn't foul him. And then obviously the Kevin Wonder goal. But yeah, no, for me, I've said it from the start. And you can watch back the podcast and all that stuff. I said, he's getting the basics right. I've never said that he's a world-class goalkeeper, all that stuff. But it's just those things that can do so much for your team. And he's doing his thing, man.
You always notice when, even if the replacement keeper isn't like OP level, you can always notice when there's an improvement, especially when you had a bad one before. Even if the replacement is just okay, there's going to be a noticeable difference, and that's what. And like you just said, Lemons, he's 20. If he's like this,
young.
If he's this,
hold on, he's not 20. He's 20.
2021. He's a young goalkeeper.
What's 2002? However old that is.
Oh, he's not 20 then.
That's 24.
He's not 20.
That's still young.
He's still young. Still young.
Goalkeeper.
He's 23. He's 24 in July.
He's a baby.
He's a baby. Right, he was born when Get Rich or Die Trying came out. That's mad. But I think he's
greatest intro of all time.
I think
what with the penny drops,
bro. I think he's competent, and I think having also big shout out to Lisandro Martinez, because there is a level of composure we don't get with other centre backs in our team. We just don't get. So I think Adrian said something a while ago And I said, like, how do I actually assess Man United? He said, when you're playing your best players, we have finally landed in a time, ladies and gentlemen, where I can actually assess Manchester United Football Club. SWOT analysis. Not they're playing, this guy's playing out of position. Oh no, this guy's playing. No. I can actually tell you, you know what? We do need to get rid of Luke Shaw because this is the best we're going to get in the last 3 years and you're still not performing. Okay, you got to go. Not Bruno's playing 6 and I don't know how to judge him. Where we've actually got into a point where we can now finally judge Manchester United. So if we make top 4 at the end of the season, we'll say, you know what, we are a European team. You know, so do what you were, whether it's 4th, 5th, 6th. If we finish in 6th, we'll say, okay, we are a European team, but you're not as good yet. But not from the last 12 months. I don't know how we would have judged them the last 12 months. That's all I really want to say.
So Sam, from my starts, I said from the very beginning, Man United is good enough to finish 5th. I've said that from the start. We have a team that, like Ani just said, that you can put the players in, and overall, if they can actually just keep their heads up and keep the brain switched on, yeah, we can make top 4, we can make top 5, and with the Champions League positions, England was most likely going to get the 5th spot again anyway. I say, yeah, we can get Champions League.
We've scored 8 goals in the last 3 games.
Yeah, we can get Champions League.
We have a decent enough attack that if somebody said this attack can take you into the top 5, top 4, I wouldn't argue. If it doesn't, cool. It wasn't good enough. You know?
Yeah. We'll have to wait and see, man. I mean, your next couple of games are what? West Ham, Spurs.
We got teams that can easily mess up this form. Proper weird.
Oh, is that how you're seeing it? You're seeing it as teams that can easily mess up the form.
We played 3 games. There's nothing to be excited about.
Yeah.
There is nothing to be excited about.
If you can positive side, and it's positive and slightly also negative because you shouldn't be in a situation, but with the consistency of always saying you're always going to have a weak rest, realistically speaking, certain games should just be more likely for you to win it because there's less chance of player rotation, fatigue, not knowing what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. You're playing one day, you're going to have a week. You're planning for this cup, you're planning for Europe. It's a whole thing of like, you shouldn't be in a situation because you're Man United, but you are, that kind of thing. But yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see how it gets on. We'll definitely be here live and direct. Tell you what, though, talking about the other side of Manchester City getting a 2-2 draw against Tottenham Hotspur after being 2-0 in front. Looked like they were cruising. And,
team. What did I say?
I asked the question in the group chat that got air. Is this the Man City team that you lot are telling me you're shook of? All right. I said from the summer, Man City are not winning this league. I told you lot, they are not good enough.
It's consistency. City's defense and midfield, to be honest, I think we focus on defense a lot. The midfield as well have been Higgy Haga the entire season. You add into that pot that Spurs just have a number on them, just generally speaking. Like every team in the league, Spurs tend to find something for the most part. Sometimes, obviously, it's not guaranteed. It's football. City are a better team.
There's always something in there.
This is why it's like the first half Spurs were horrendous. Like there's no kind of to it. I don't think City were brilliant either, but Spurs were horrendous. And then similar to the Chelsea game, second half kicked in, and then Spurs realized that they're at home. I don't know. Were playing really well, and City, they were not good. And it was just like, I wasn't shocked because I'm always that person who's like, I think Spurs can get something because of City. And also, I've been saying it for time, that City defense it's not good. It's not good. It hasn't been good for a minute. It's been made worse without Diaz and Stones. But I'm meant to be impressed by that. Like, what's in that defense that is good?
Yeah, I mean,
also, I've seen Semenyo revisionism. You like it? I love it.
Semenyo revisionism.
Already.
What did he say?
It personally.
No, guys. I remember I told you in the group chat. I said Semenyo has bare AFCON.
He's an AFCON baller. He's Ghanaian.
No. But City is not an AFCON team.
I know.
City's not. Even in the dying embers of Foden and Bernardo Silva, there's no sprinkling. Doku's the closest thing, and he can dribble. So this guy, Semenyo's come in, and I said, he's a goal scorer. They'll get goals, but when the jinky has to be switched on,
will he win?
Nah, man.
No, because I saw from City fans, they were saying, don't let the Gio fool you. He wasn't playing the wing. I said, wow. I said, wow. So it's ready. That even died already. I said, oh.
That's the jump, man. That's the jump. Yes,
lads and ladette, I want to submit to you that I think Mr. Joseph Guardiola might be losing his touch.
I mean,
okay, rooms in silence.
No,
interesting.
If you
Peter's not going to stand for that. You can't believe
everything that Pep's been in the last few seasons. He's Pep. His pedigree is there. But then you look, if you do the whole thing, you analyze everything. You look at the player purchases.
Yeah,
he's got rid of what's still there.
Yeah,
looking at everything. It's like certain games you've been playing. You've won things here and there, but it's like, how's the manner in which you've done it?
Lola, look at the game management of Man City this season.
He's not, obviously, we're not saying he's freaking gone from being Pep to being Salah or anything like that, but it's like he's not the unbreakable Pep that everyone loves to put him on pedestals. He will have that legacy, but where he is now isn't the same as what he was.
And you know the reason I've come to this conclusion is because, guys, what were some of the tenets of the best City teams? The teams that he had some of the best dribblers in the league. The midfield, and don't get me wrong, Rodri is the ACL's definitely affected Rodri.
Oh yeah,
100% affected him. Yeah. He's not the same. He is
never recovered.
The Ballon d'Or winner is gone.
He never recovered to the best.
He's not recovered. Yeah, but their midfield seems to not thrive in any level of control of the game. Even off the ball, it's not the same.
I think it's a fusion. It's like something they can't handle it, but also the level of sheen that City had, because they don't get their little tactical fouls anymore.
It's not glossy.
They're not getting the fouls that Rodri and all of them get away with. They're not getting them anymore. They're not getting them anymore.
Seeing Rodri cry about that was gold.
It's funny that you say that, Lola, because
absolute gold.
So yeah, I'm not sitting here saying Pep is finished, but is there a possibility that we are seeing at least in the Prem, we're seeing the end of the Pep that dominated? Because you have to remember, guys, he came in the summer of 2016. It's 10 years this summer. It's 10 years, and he has done an elite job in the Prem. Best coach I've ever seen in this country. But I'm looking at their games, and I told you a lot from the summer, but I didn't think it would be this, because I'm like, the last 4 games, City have been pants. They've been horrible.
Do you know what it is? It's like Pep has gone from being an elite in the table of his own, like it's just him, and then everyone else you can like.
Now he's with the rest of us.
And now he's with the rest. Not like the rest of the rest. There's a level 1, which is where Pep was, and there's level 2, which had a couple of men there, and then Pep is no longer. There's no number 1. Pep is now with number 2s.
See, I reckon.
You know what?
Sorry, AD. Go through.
I was just going to say, I hear what you lot are saying, but I just feel like a man of that caliber, of that echelon of what he's done, he needs, just give him because what you're saying is valid, but I'm not going to definitively say it until he has 1 year to get his head back up the parapet, because it might be a thing where...
This is the 2nd year since he last won it, Adrian.
Yeah. Because I thought he was going to come back on it this season, but it's been suspect.
If you not beat them, the points gap is crazy.
No, it is. It's not even that.
Oh, no, the league this year firm has done, though, isn't it?
I think where I was like looking at Pep as like the platinum man, where my kind of eyes were kind of shaking on him was when, and people gone off a bit, but when he came to the Emirates and he actually succeeded, like all kind of because Pep doesn't. You can never find a time where Pep is going to be like, fine, I'm not going to have the ball. I'm not going to do anything.
It's a valid point.
We're going to defend the thing we've got. We're going to leave. That's not Pep. especially doing that against Arsenal. Arsenal, who you little who you sung consistently.
And when he did it years ago, that was the one game he did it. I think they beat you 3-1, and they had 35% of the ball. The next game it was back to regularly scheduled.
Even then, it was like they had less of the ball, but they were like dangerous when they did get it.
This is my point.
Now it was like they weren't really. It was like, yeah, you had Haaland. Haaland was a machine. It was early in the season, but it's like there wasn't a case of like he felt like he was going with it. He was like, no, we gotta go. If we can break, sure. But this is not no. Let them try. And then obviously he got bitten by the end, and he drew it. But that's why the chink was like I said. I'm not saying that he's finished or he's like I'm going to pretend like he's now going to lose every single game. No, but it's just the level of like untouchableness that Pep was is no longer untouchable.
I hear that, but even Fergie could figure it out as well. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, but it's just, you know what I mean? Like saying even the greatest eventually is going to start going down, whether they like it or not.
Do you know what? I don't think it's a tactical problem that Pep's got at this moment in time. Ernest said something like about, what did you say? Sorry, you said like the twilight, what you talking about, or like the end of his, or what? Sorry, Ernest, I forgot what you said. You said a sentence about you think this is something about Pep.
That I think is the end of the cycle in the Prem. It basically.
So, because in my mind, if you're talking about being able to motivate players, you may have a case. I don't think it's a tactical problem because
I don't think it's a motivational issue. I think the Premier League has managed to find a way to deal with million passes a game.
But the reason I bring it up is because I think one thing that Man City were ferocious at, even when they were on a planet on their own, their mentality was unreal. And even when City in their heyday had blips, Guardiola's like, because we were privileged enough to see certain footage, because I don't know if you've even seen Man City's documentaries and stuff, they put out some elite content.
The All or Nothing documentary is still like, after the Barca one is number 2.
I mean, All or Nothing is tremendous, but go watch their stuff just season on, season out. They basically do a Netflix basically of every season. And, just sort of seeing how Guardiola is there, right? He will say certain stuff. There'll be a thing of like, he will insult the players and wait for that kind of response. He will kind of call them out on stuff. It's like, you're not hungry. You don't want it enough. You've won it all. If you want to say
F me, then F me.
Yeah, he's one of them ones where he's very much having to adapt and change. Now, definitely the players that he had previously are nowhere near the level, are like a class above of what he has now.
That's the key thing as well.
At the same time, like
that's what I'm talking about, Adrian. That's what I'm talking.
Because when you look at the stats, in terms of the first half of football matches, City are top by about 13 points, apparently.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the second half of games, they're 8th. They're lower than Burnley in the second half of games. So when I hear them kind of numbers, obviously we know that Haaland hasn't been free flowing at this moment in time. Cool. And it's not, we can't necessarily just rely on Haaland to dig you out every single week, but it is what it is. The fact that they're still 6 points behind us, for example, is it 6 or 7? I can't remember, 5 or 6.
Six.
But they're 6 points behind us, even with all of this being said. Now you can argue, maybe that's more on Arsenal than it is on City, whatever the case may be.
If Arsenal are firing, it's not City.
The reality of the match, yeah, but it's the same thing with City. I think City's got the squad and the team to be firing, to be doing better than what they're doing.
But you know how I feel. I said this from the summer that they're not going to fire. So
I'd argue against that.
No, because I look at the team. When I look at their best team, for example, and it's funny, okay, because Kusanov had a terrible performance yesterday. And it was funny because on recent weeks, I think we were just mentioning about how much stronger he's got, how much bigger he looks, how much more feisty he is. And he's another young kid at centre half.
I think he's improved this season.
Yeah, I think he is. No, I think he is. It so happens that he comes after the fall of this one. But then, signing Mark Gay, he's a very top signing. Signing Semenyo is a very top signing. Their team is pretty stacked when all is there. Mm-hmm. But I genuinely think it's not for the sake of talent. I don't think it's for the sake of tactics. I genuinely think it's the mentality of this team, because even seeing Rodri crash out in that interview post-match about the foul, it's like, Rodri, you lived on this. This is what we used to say about you guys, kind of thing. Mm. And to see it kind of, the ball's on the other foot now. Now, don't get me wrong. What Nat's saying here is very, very, very valid, right? Because John Stones, I can't remember the last time he played a game. Bernardo Silva, Ake, Ruben Diaz, the list goes on.
But then we can keep saying like, look at the list they need to get rid of. But then who signed them?
Yeah, but he's allowed to make mistakes. Oh, he's allowed.
That's part of the reason why I'm fan of it. The level at which he's had, in my opinion, a lot of duds in recent times adds to the whole kind of sheen where, again, not denying how he can still turn things around.
Sorry, Lola. Half of this list is during the good times.
All except Savinho have won titles.
Yeah. Bernardo Silva, John Stones, Rodri, Ake, Diaz have all won the treble.
Yeah, winning the trophy is not. I'm saying, but even look at like out of this list, in my opinion, even though there's a lot of people you mentioned have won the treble or the leagues and all that thing, this list for me, Bernardo, yes, Stones when he hasn't got one leg, yes, Rodri obviously, and Diaz when they were all firing, yes. But I've never personally rated Ake. I think he's fine. I don't particularly
he's
love
not amazing.
He just never got a run in centre half, to be fair to him.
He never was going to. He was never that level. He was brought in to be in the squad.
He's a utility man. Yeah.
Nunez is doing better at right back now. But again, in my opinion, he was crap before. He's just got better. Calvin Phillips was nonsense. Savinho has been rubbish. And then you add the other, either the younger players they threw in, that the academy guy that came in for a while was rubbish. And you look at the attack and like how that's working. And it's like, I know some of the people have won stuff with them, but like you said, it was like if you put in like you had Gundogan one day, you had De Bruyne there, you had kind of the things that were kind of and the other players were like younger and more hungry. And Rodri was the Rodri where even if he didn't get his foul, he wasn't crying in the like the Rodri situation right now is the sign of a man. It's a spoiled child. You're used to getting everything you get, and now you're no longer getting it. You're not used to it, and now you're lashing back out, which is now showing okay. Before, like I said, even though we talk about how Rodri was like the king of finding a way to get the tactical fouls, he'd always get them. He obviously not always, but most of the time he'd get them. Now he's not always getting them, and obviously added to the fact that he had the injury, and it's like so he's like. As his captain, I think he's captain now, isn't it? So it's like the whole kind of thing about things start from the top. It's like if you're captain, this movement is losing Ted. Bernardo Silva has been around at times. Like that guy's a loose cannon either which way. John Stones again doesn't exist until he does. Same thing with Diaz. I don't even know who Calvin Phillips is. Foden didn't even start. So it's like a whole kind of thing where yes, it's not just Pep, it's the players as well. But it's kind of like a mixture of all of it because they're all kind of.
I think it's talent. I think it's the actual talent.
Because
I agree with Ernest on the squad basis. Guardiola would find a problem, like a Rodri, for example, like he's gone down and then he thinks he could just bring Nico Gonzalez and like plug and play. And it doesn't work. Like this Premier League in the last couple of years, he's not allowed to do that. In previous years, he was allowed to do that, where he could bring in anybody and just
in 2022, 2023, this current team, it could run.
But that's your point. A lot of the league in general have kind of
we've adapted.
We've adapted it, figured it out. So it's like okay, and Pep has kind of, and it's again not a full sign, but a slight sign of like, oh, is he still doing it? It's like usually you'd be on this immediately. You weren't on this immediately. You signed.
Like because the more you're speaking, I think it's a talent thing, and because
it's the talent.
Because you said the name right, Phil Foden. That he was meant to be the succession plan. Like when you're talking about your Gundawans and your KDBs and your superstars, he was always meant to be next up. It's your time now. It's your team now. Where the hell are you, bro?
Adrian, and to Peter's point, let's say it is a mentality thing. A lot of these players have won the treble. They've won the treble.
When their legs were working, i.e. Bernardo Silva.
Well, Foden's 25.
But I'd say to the point that
he's not turned up yet. He's Black Tiger, bro.
I'd say to the point Ernest just made, the fact that a lot of them have won it. Where's the hunger? What's the next thing?
Or even
but also like when you're in a rut now, like City, like because City, Lola, I think you mentioned City weren't even that great at Spurs against in the first half. Like they were playing in second gear, and City have not hit third, fourth gear this season. I don't think there's been a game this season where I thought, bloody hell, they've arrived. Here they are. This is the City we were talking about. Like they've not hit a fourth gear game. And
but who are the gear shifters though? You'd say Haaland.
But that's the thing. Like I was saying to you, if games were done on first halves, they're top of the league by 13 points. So it's not Yeah, of course, it's a 90, of course. But like, you know, that exists still.
Yeah,
you know
so
what I'm saying?
There's some quality in there. Yeah, there's quality in there.
Who's the guy in the team who's trying to arrest that? It's like, because like I said, why are you top in the first half but second half in there Burnley? Someone is allowing your mentality to.
That's the thing.
It's a valid question.
That's a valid question. I think it's just a case of I don't know why. In other words, why can't City hold Leeds? Do you know what I'm saying? It's more so that question, and that's where I get to the point of the mentality side, because they know how to get over a hurdle. It's just that they regress. So if they keep regressing, like if they're getting pumped and they're getting beaten in the first half and everything else like that, like this team is still second. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know if it's still second or whatever. But like they're still there because they win a lot of games. In the same vein, Arsenal up there.
We're not saying they're bad. That's like exactly.
I know, but it's just like we're talking, you know, end of era or maybe like, you know, some players, cycles, this, that, and the other.
It's 10 years, Pete.
Yeah, I think it's because
it's 10 years
because of where City started. It's like City was so OP that even their drop, we talk about it, and it's a thing because you can notice it. They dropped to basically what I'm saying is they've dropped to a
they're
level,
mortal now.
Yeah, they dropped to our level of mortalness as opposed to being the gods.
How shocked would you lot be if City won the league this year?
If you guys don't win this league, oh my god!
I'm saying, how shocked would you be if City won it?
I'd be
but City winning it means you didn't win it.
Yeah, this
is bad.
I'm asking about City though. I'm saying
no, but I can't speak about the champion
without talking about
the current context we've lived in. Because the first time I thought Arsenal would win the league, the first time the thought came to me was at St. James's Park. That was the first time I thought, and I thought City haven't given me that performance all season. So if that team comes out of nowhere and wins this league, Pep is bigger than what we have pedestalized him to be. If Pep wins it this year, my brother,
you're giving him like no chance. You're giving him like you know.
Summer 2025, I rang the bell. City ain't winning this league.
Yeah, put it this way: it's football, and there's still mathematically a chance that they could still win the league. Obviously,
6
but the fact of the matter is, if we're doing this thing, we're putting on City at this moment in time, it's on Arsenal. If City win the league, we can talk about how City did because it would have taken Arsenal doing the nonsense. And the thing is, why it's one of those things where it's like you can praise City because you can. They will come from behind if they win it. They come up from. But the fact of the matter is, see this entire Premier League. How many weeks has it been? When was the last time City won a league game? Who did they beat? They've been on a run.
They beat Wolves last week.
So before they were on a run of, I think it was like draw lost in the
4. Yeah, like 4 or something.
And then a draw again. Look at that run. That's telling you everything.
Well, then
what I'm saying is City have been basically saying Arsenal, can you just win this already? You've had how many weeks?
You know, like if we still got to go to the Etihad, right? We could easily lose at the Etihad. Like anyone can get beat there. Yeah, so we could lose, and it's 3 points. It's 3 points, right? And you would say that you can't. We're not going to win every single game. Of course, we're not going to win every game between now and the end of the season. But 3 points is like squeaky bum time. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's not comfortable.
But the argument would still be less on City being this kind of god level. Because like I said, in my opinion, I think they're still. Their level of they're still like champion winning level, but they're not god level. The situation would be if City win it, it's still because they're still a sick team, but it'd be because Arsenal have decided to be Arsenal basically.
Arsenal would have thrown it away, not because City
were wavy. It's not because City are wavy.
Okay, let's go over to Arsenal. Let's talk Arsenal. Emphatic 4-0 win at Ellen Road after a 3-2 win as well against Kairat Almaty.
People actually thought Arsenal wouldn't win this game.
I don't know why.
Mate, you saw my stance last week. My stance was simply this. If I do not see it at Leeds, we're not winning this title. It was very clear what I was saying because my point was simply this. The Arsenal that we've seen 3 games in a row in the league is something to be concerned about. We can't turn around and be like, because everyone's talking about, Arsenal fans are panicking. My colleague today was like, what was you panicking about? I said, hang on, I weren't panicking. I just said, I know what I see for 3 weeks. And I'm worried that if we go to Ellen Road and play like we did against Forest, play like we did against Liverpool, and then to play like we did against Man United, that's a concern for me.
But you know what it is to me, Peter? You were never drawing to Leeds. You
Ernest,
were never going to lose
Ernest,
to
don't
Leeds.
do that. Because what have I watched my team do? You say this about Man United all the time. When you say we don't watch Man United, Ernest, you didn't watch our 3 games.
No.
Well,
I'm trying to point you.
Sean Dyche Forest at the City ground. I don't think you understand, man.
No. I listen.
On the back of Liverpool at home.
If I say I'm gonna say, man, are gonna call me a hater, which I actually don't mind. But this league is pants this year. It's regular scheduled programming. When you go through the wobble you just went through, you were never dropping points against Leeds. Never.
Never's not the. You can't say never.
Never.
I went into this game like basically, for lack of a better word, I assumed to win this. Now the manner in which we win this and the gap will win this. I think I was talking to my friend. He thought it would just be he always thought he same thing as me. He thought we'll win, but he thought it would be like a 1-0 win just to kind of get us back into the motion of winning. I thought it would be a 2-0 win and we win it and it'd be fine. But because my opinion was, I think a lot of rival fans and people were doing this thing where Leeds are this when they're at home and Leeds are that. And don't get me wrong, Leeds have been on a great run of form for Leeds.
Yeah, definitely.
But Leeds is the whole thing. My only small increment of like thinking, it could be a bit long, it could be like a late 2-0 thing, was that we like to kind of leave food on the plate to give the opposition time to have a little bit of like fake enjoyment and confidence, and then we kill it. We talk about the draw against Forest. We should have won that game. We had a chance to win it, but we left food on the table and then we drew it. So that was the only thing in my head on the Leeds. But like the Leeds thing was like, yeah, I was more like saying I wanted the response to say, look, the Man United game was trash. Cool, you lost it. Hold the lips you get from that. Win the next game, and then you move on. And this is literally what it came from. It's like, you man who decided to be nonsense in that game, win the next game, and then start the run again. So that was kind of my whole vibe on the Leeds game. So, but I would agree. If we would have somehow managed to now drop points in that game, that's what I'm saying. If we managed to drop points in that game, is when I would have been on like your thing. But it's like I didn't think we'd personally, not against some arrogance. I just didn't think, because I think Leeds were good, but I just think we were just very clearly better than them.
The problem for me was I was heading into the weekend thinking, bruv, we're supposed to beat Leeds. And my mind was simply this. I need to see a performance. It could be 1-0 Arsenal, but I need to see a performance. Because you know why? I haven't seen one in months.
That was my one.
Yeah?
I agree.
And it's not just, obviously Man United is a, and I said this on the pod last week, with United, it hurts more. So there's way more on top that I feel about it. But Sean Dyche Forest away is not a memory I'm going to forget anytime soon, nor am I going to forget when Liverpool came to the Emirates toothless and with a better side. So those things like were starting to, I was getting palpitations, and I thought to myself, if we go to Ellen Road and cause it and it's a tough game, Leeds are not allowed to be in this game. They're not allowed to be in this game.
That was my whole thing. It's like I wasn't trying to see a game where people were saying, "Oh, Leeds proper fight." No, I'm not trying to hear that. I wanted to see. I wanted. Huh?
Correct. So I was going to say, correct me if I'm wrong. I've not seen us play away from home like that this season. I don't think there's a convincing away performance this season in the league.
St. James's.
I think
convincing. Ernest, that was right in the dire straits, mate.
Yeah.
We scored the equalizer in the 83rd and scored the winner in the 90th.
No, but I'm saying for the majority of the game you control it.
That's what I'm saying. That's different. You're saying the winner. I think performance-wise, we were good. We just
that was a performance.
I think we were good. Yeah, no, we were good at St. James's. Okay, fine. So let's argue St. James's. Do you know when that fixture was?
Yeah, it was
that was like summertime.
Marino had short sleeves.
That's
header with short sleeves.
I agree with you on that. So like, my whole thing with going to the Leeds game was saying, because my friend was very much so on the point of, I just want the 3 points and I get out to play. I was like, I want the 3 points and I want to see certain players play better. And for the most part, there was not in this game here, but for the most part, I got that. So it was one of the things where I was like, we weren't like scintillatingly thing, but I think we had certain players had a good enough performance to start from one again, and then we're going ramp it back up again. Is what I saw. It was
a throwback to those, that season when we controlled the game. Yeah, we just controlled the way.
Wasn't fearful of Leeds. Certain players did good enough things here and there. And yeah, I mean, what's his face? The Saka got injured, which was annoying. And obviously Nani started for him. And I was like, you specifically, because this is the one I was on. Because I've had my thing. I haven't been on this pod enough time to be like where I have been with Gyökeres. Gyökeres, I was very much so came into this league saying, you can't play football, but what I expect from you is goals. He hasn't given me that, so I've been vexed on him for a minute, right? But barring Gyökeres, my eye and my opinion has been strong with Madueke, because the same way the Man United and Chelsea fans are talking about Garnacho is the energy I have for Noni Madueke, because I know he got the goal for it, and he had a decent performance against him. He had a very good assist, and the goal is one of those goals that you just kind of, as someone who hasn't scored a goal, sometimes you just need one. And so that was that kind of thing.
I'm glad they gave it to him in the end. It was nonsense giving it an own goal.
Yeah, but my whole thing is
by the way, on a side note, Carl Darlow.
Yeah, I didn't know he was there. I didn't know he was there.
Carl Darlow.
I didn't know he was there.
Guys, I couldn't believe when he was between the sticks. I said, what?
Yeah, Carl Darlow is crazy. That was a crazy.
That's a 2016 goalkeeper. That's when Pep joined.
How's he made it? Where's Melly here?
That's what in my head, it was still Melia. In my head, it was still him.
I mean, with a mistake like that, I don't blame you.
Yeah, but like, he should be world class any minute now, right?
Oh, that was your guy.
Yeah. For me still.
But yeah,
he gonna start for France in the World Cup, right?
Yeah.
Who's France number one though? To be fair, who's France number one?
It's Mike McGann.
Oh, is
Mike
yeah,
what?
Mignon.
I call him McGann. I call him McGann.
Renault McGann. What? I said Renault McGann.
He's resigning.
You're in Europe, my guy. Say it properly.
The speed at which Lola corrects you.
I call him that one.
I'm probably saying it wrong, but I'm putting attempts and saying it at least a little bit right.
It's a lasagna thing. I pull out the G silent still, man.
Yeah, but back my energy is still strong. My energy is still strong on it. I don't particularly. So if he sees this, my bad in it. I don't know you, so we're putting it on it is what it is. I don't rate him. I haven't rated him.
Listen.
I don't rate him now. I was kind of intrigued by him when he went to PSV, and then I kind of got off that when he went to Chelsea. He was dead, and him at Arsenal has been dead. And what I don't like is feeling. This is why I've also barely been watching certain games, and I've like blocked like 8% of football Twitter, because I get gaslit by these Arsenal fans who are so obsessed with being back your players that they ignore crapness. And one of me is just he's.
Did he mean it? Did he mean it in midweek when he took that shot?
I mean, yes and no. The whole point is to kind of get it in the mixer. If it goes in, it goes in. If it gets, it was a good enough cross that if someone hit, I got headed to it. It's a great cross. Whether he meant it doesn't matter. It's his goal. But the fact of the matter is, he is someone who is. He's. I don't know. He's an idiot. I'm trying to find a nice way of saying it. He's not smart.
Wow.
He's not
Noni
smart.
scores.
Because people gas because he can do one. He's like very quick and movement. He's Doku, but worse. Because he can do 1v1 versus someone, a lot of people gas it because oh my gosh, he goes in behind. He looks energy. The energy's up. But then I ask every single time because they'll clip it. They'll do a little comp frame. I say, what happened after that? Where did the ball go after that? Because I don't know that tell he went off play. He ran out of pitch, or he crossed it to the other side of the pitch, or he lost the ball. That's the consistency. His final
action. That was out of North London. Did you see midweek?
The angles they were showing of that shot versus Kyra was insane.
Into orbit.
By the by,
Lola, you there tomorrow?
I'm watching. I'm not going for that one. I watch it. My whole thing is very simple when it comes to like Noni. It's like I don't like idiots. I don't like stupid wingers. And he, to me, because I think people have gassed it because he had that really sick shot against Club Brugge, and people thought that this is what he is. No, every player has played in Premier League football has that one goal that is a madness. Like for example, this is not me dissing Dogu, by the way. I think he's actually quite good. But the goal against us, how often do you think he's going to score that? Like his goal.
But I don't rate Dogu like that.
No, that's my point. Every player, whether you play or not, they have that one goal every once in a while. It's like
Neil Mellor.
Bro, Anthony's debut goal also, yeah.
That for me was Noni.
Yeah, big up Neil Mellor, man.
And they gassed it, but it's like, I know what I see. I don't care if he's young. I know what I see. That level of incompetence will not disappear. At best, he will age, and so the experience will kind of tone it down a bit. But I know what he is.
All right, let's leave Noni alone. Let's leave him alone now. Yeah, let's leave him alone. You've fried him. You have cooked him.
Nah, keep that. Keep the heat high.
He'll be impactful tomorrow. Don't worry about that. He'll be impactful tomorrow.
It's what it is, isn't it?
That's a freaking ether, man.
Ernest, what did I say to you on Friday? By the way, what did I say to you on Friday about Arsenal? Certain someone. What did I say to you on Friday?
Oh my god!
Get him in the 11. Get him in the 11.
What Havertz?
Oh yeah.
Havertz.
Yeah,
that's the answer.
Yeah,
that's the answer. That's the answer.
Question?
Lola, get ready to come to that parade at the end of the season.
I didn't say I wasn't gonna. I'm denying our ability to win. I'm just saying the answer. What we're talking about. I think it's a good addition. Like I want to back.
In terms of just like like the situation that we've been in this season.
Okay, fair enough.
When we need to turn up that gear, move to that next level. He is here. I told Ernest on Friday,
but not at 8 though.
Not
at 8 though. Not at 8.
He's behind Gyökeres. That will do for me.
Yeah, because
that will do for me.
And this goes back to the summer of like
Adrian, why are you laughing?
Because the reason why his Peter is like the answer to an extent is because he can his touch is not horrendous. This is the situation we've caught. This is the problem we've got ourselves into because we signed a striker who can't hold on to the ball or ping pongs the ball back to the defender and starts countering other people.
I saw
because he can hold the ball. Look at this.
I saw 45 minutes against Kyra. It's all I needed. It was all I needed. And I said to Ernest, Ellen Road, Havertz needs to start ahead of Martin Odegaard. That's what I saw. And you know what he did? 60 minutes of pure simplicity.
See, if
pass and move.
If you play Havertz in the 8 tomorrow, he's going back on the injury list.
Oscar, he was in the 8 on Wednesday.
I say at ENZO.
He was in the 8 on Wednesday.
This guy.
He's not really an 8. He's not really playing Odegaard's role. When he's playing there, he's that support for Mr. York.
Yeah, a 4-4-2 or 4-4-1-1. It's just basically as a support striker. I'm with it.
Yeah, it's
listen, Dele Ali, you know what I'm saying? Support striker, like he was at Leverkusen. Let's have it right.
His best games at Chelsea were that too.
And that's what
when you're saying 8, I'm thinking of Iniesta.
I'm not saying 8. I didn't say 8.
You didn't say you
said 8. I said the number 8.
No, I didn't say 8.
No, you said 8.
That's what Ernest said.
I didn't say 8, guys.
You said 8 in the group chat.
I don't know. I heard it.
Here's what I said. Behind Gyökeres. I'll say that again.
No, you said that after. They
did. No, because what I said. Look,
at 8.
Sorry, because bear this in mind. I said in place of Odegaard. When Odegaard plays, it's more on 8. But when he plays, it's more forward.
Yeah.
So I'm saying drop Odegaard and play Havertz. End of discussion. No more for the rest of the season. Odegaard, thank you. No more for the rest of the season.
Your exact words were Havertz to start over Odegaard, right 8.
Yeah, you said 8.
Okay,
said
fine.
Right 8.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine.
I get you. Well, you get what he means. He meant replace Odegaard and play off the striker.
There's a new formation being made there. He's just edging in front. Because if you notice, Gyökeres hangs to the left a little bit as a centre forward. He hangs on the left.
Yeah, he's been doing that.
You know what I love about Peter's the desperation, is that it's so potent. Like he really wants Gyökeres to do well. It's good.
He has to do well.
Peter wants to do this. Peter wants to do this between the months of April and May.
You know what I said? You know when I saw it on Saturday in the injection. Oh my god. Just to come off the stuff. Do you know what I mean?
No, but I hear it because like I was fairly optimistic about his signing in the summer because I said I know he's not a baller, but at minimum, a guy who scores 60 goals, even if he halves that and gets me at least 30 all competitions.
Hey Lola. Give
me 30 goals.
Hey Lola. Hey, he is crap.
Ernest, I'm not fighting you because because Peter, let me because like I'm not trying to like kill him like I did because I don't like him on you, right? Put it that way. But with Gyökeres, I was like, I knew he wasn't like a footballer.
No, right? I didn't think he was a footballer.
No, but this is me.
What my eyes have seen.
Oh my!
I thought he'd be a bit faster. I thought he was a bit smarter with his runs. I thought he'd be able to shoot.
Wow.
And then he showed me, and I gave him so much leeway because I was like,
Did you see his touch for that goal against Almighty Karate?
Almighty Karate is crazy.
The thing is, we won't change Ernest's mind on Gyökeres. We won't. But I tell you now, the things that Ernest has seen from Gyökeres, we will see less and less with Kai Havertz.
I don't think
right behind him.
Here's what I'm thinking. I think we'll still see the same, but the difference is his volume of shots will go up. That it might actually just kind of like it will happen.
All you need him to do is to be Thiago from Brentford.
And that's what I'm saying. But the thing is,
he is crap.
No, but here's my point. The perfect example was in this game. The kind of goal he did score is what I expected him to do. Be in the box, a cross or something to go in, and you're there for a poacher, and every once in a while, an occasional long shot. What he's showing me is the chance where Trossard gave it to him is what I've seen more of, where you get in position and you take the unnecessary extra shot, extra touch, and you've lost the goal, and then people are praising the defender where it's like, it shouldn't have been the chance to praise the defender. You should have shot them.
Yeah, I hear that. No, I hear that.
That's what I'm saying.
He scored 10 goals in the league from now to the end of the season.
Huh?
10 goals. He'll score 10 goals from now to the end of the season.
Huh? I went my black book.
Gyökeres. 114 games in the season.
Oh, wait, to clarify, so you mean overall he will have 16 goals, or you mean he's 10 in total?
No, 16 in the Prem.
No, 16.
16 in the Prem.
To be honest, what is he on? He's on 6 now.
Yeah, 10. Between now and the end.
But the way Peter's talking about the influence of Kai Havertz, based on his logic, it should be. You get what I mean?
Think about it. We've got 14 games. Here, let me give you the stance.
Based on Peter's logic, you should get a golden boot.
Not many people are talking about this. Arsenal.
Let's not do that one day.
What did he say?
He said golden boot. Move, man.
I didn't go there.
No, AD said it.
Haaland doesn't have to score a goal, and he will be golden boot this year. The thing is, what people haven't realized about Arsenal's fixtures between now and the end of the season, right? 14 games to go. Can I ask you guys in the league right here, how many times do you think Arsenal leave London with 14 games to go? Have a guess.
7.
6. Less
than your fingers, Oscar. We leave London twice between now and the end of the season.
Is it not 3?
Twice. City and Wolves are the only 2 teams that we go to away out of London. Everybody else will be either at the Emirates, it will be at Brentford
away.
Sorry, I didn't include. Sorry, I was meant to say 4, but sorry, yeah, it's 3. Yes, Brentford. No, Brentford's in London, guys.
Yeah, Brentford's in London.
Yeah, Lola, you had a stinker there.
Yeah, you know, I thought to myself,
even Brighton's not too far, you know.
Brentford is Gunnersbury, Chiswick. It is London.
No, even Brighton's a day trip, you know.
Yeah. Wait, when is Brighton away? I thought we had Brighton away. Okay, let's say it's 3. Wolves, City, Brighton.
Yeah.
All the rest are at home. The others are, Brentford away, as you say, Palace, West Ham, Tottenham, right? Guys, we are going to kill the rest of these teams between now and the end of the season. Here's the funny thing, guys. It's over.
I have a question.
So now it's over.
Yeah, now it's because of what I saw at Leeds. I told you, Ernest. I told you exactly this. My hanging point was the performance against Leeds. What I saw, tick. Thank you very much.
I don't think, by the way, I think we'll win a lot more games. I personally think we win the league, right? I don't think it's going to be like emphatic games. What I'm saying is, based on how we play and everyone wants to make fun of it and how we set up and how Arteta does things, the reliance, the way I think we're going to win this is if our back 4 is the back 4 that we started the season with when we went on that run, is when I'm going to be comfortable. Like a Calafiori's fit, we've got the same back 2 back there. I think the comfort level comes back because that's when we were at the level of thinking that if we don't kind of kill a team and we get 1 goal, I think our defense can hold most people or like hold it off. Where maybe some games might be a bit harder, but I think we can kind of clean sheet our way to certain things, right? Do I agree? Do I agree with Gyökeres getting 10 goals? Not really, because the level of nonsense he's showing me, I don't have the faith that he's going to score 10 goals. If he does
what do you reckon it will be?
I think he'll be lucky to get 12 in total.
What? So only 6 more between now and May.
Here's what else I always say this.
I think this guy got 6 from August to now.
what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying. I'm not prideful. Listen, I'm not prideful.
Oh yeah.
I can't be proven wrong. I prefer to be proven wrong. But my argument has always been, you need to give me some reason to believe why that will happen.
Do you know what?
Football, I have no reason to believe he's going to get 10 goals.
I hear you. And do you know what? Listen, I don't disregard anybody that says that and has that opinion because of what we've seen, right? But do you remember when in the summer when we signed him and everybody, there was the euphoria and everything else, and we were watching that video of him coming to Arsenal and Martin Odegaard sent him that letter. If there's anything that you need, and the answer he kept giving was assists. All I want from you is assists. I don't want you to show me London. I don't want to see what St. Albans is like. I don't want to see my new house. I don't care. The restaurant. I want the ball to me.
I heard that.
Yeah?
Can I repeat it though?
Just to finish. Sorry, just to finish on that before you come. Is that we are not talking about how horrendous. We're not talking about how horrendous Odegaard has been for Gyökeres this season. It's not enough.
No, I heard that. Odegaard has been nonsense, but my argument's also been his. I obviously the question was aimed at Odegaard saying just give me assists, but obviously the implication is that like everyone just give me the.
Yes, of course.
But my argument is there are multiple times where he has been giving passes and he did it against Leeds where
he has 6 goals in 18 starts.
Me personally, what I'm saying is
he's better than I thought, though.
Hold on. What I'm saying is, I don't think he's been given the volume of chances. He has enough chances where he should have more than 6 goals. So for me,
Agreed.
I can't say how Havertz coming in is going to change Gyökeres not being an idiot.
Have you not watched the last 2? Have you not watched the last 2 games?
I've watched
Almighty Karate and Leeds.
What am I basing? I am based on against the Kairat game. He should have scored more.
The play.
How many goals did he score against whatever they call in midweek?
Kakarot.
1.
Yeah, 1 goal. He scored more goals.
Yeah, he should have. In
the Leeds game, how many goals did he get?
1.
How many? Should he have scored more?
Yes.
And he's had consistent chances to score multiple goals in multiple games, and he's failed to do so. So, and it's not just because of Odegaard. No, like I said, I am perfectly fine. I'm not prideful. I don't mind being proven wrong. I just don't see why I need it. So if I'm proven wrong and he scores 10 goals, fair enough, because I'm happy. It helps. What I'm saying, based on what I see, I don't see how he gets more than 12.
But he wouldn't. But to Peter's point, he wouldn't get all these chances, all these goals he's potentially going to get if your prediction is right, because Odegaard's been dropped. He's been crap.
Yeah, he's been crap as well.
He's been crap.
I'm saying Odegaard. I'm saying he has been given passes because
in a team of 11 men and 10 outfield players, one guy's your op. Nah, not hearing that.
Now, what I will say though, the biggest opt in terms of Gyökeres' goal return is down to those 8s or 10s or whatever they're called. That's a whole group. That's not just Odegaard and the wingers, by the way. I'll even include the wingers.
What was the second?
Odegaard's primary role is to lead from the front.
I hear you, but my argument has been this. It's like you said, like Ernest just said, it's not just Odegaard. If the entire team is, if you're blaming obviously not blaming, but you know what I mean. You're putting
but he's the main.
If it's everyone is now messing up because you come on, that's too many people.
In the pie chart, Odegaard is 40% of the problem.
Fair, but the other part is
40%.
I think the other 60 is Mikel Arteta.
But
I think 10 is right. I think 10 is right.
My argument is just simple: this: if it's one man, fair enough. But if there's a bag of man, then it's like I'm looking at the guy at fault here. It's like, is it not also you for just being nonsense? How many players have you robbed from assists? Let's put it that way. How many men has he robbed assists from?
How can one man be such a victim?
None of them can come forward. No player besides Gyökeres can come out and say, "Look how many assists you've robbed from me." Not one.
I just disagree.
Who played him through on the weekend when he missed that?
Trossard has tried to help him bare time and he's failed.
You see Trossard. I love him. I freaking love him. I love him.
We can look at stats. We can look at the game. Trossard, he's been failed. Trossard has Gyökeres has failed Trossard. You look at the stats and look at if people care about expected goals and assists, Saka should have way more assists than he has, and certain man keep missing.
No, Saka definitely.
Odegaard has been poor. I'm not denying that. But I've seen Rice pass, I've seen Zubimendi pass, I have seen Odegaard pass, I've seen all the wingers pass. So I'm not denying that the whole team's got some issues with attack. But Gyökeres is not a victim. You're a grown man as well.
He's not a victim. Yeah, right. He's not a victim.
He's a grown man. So is what I'm saying. If you're correct and he gets 10 goals, all power to you. I don't see it. He needs to show it to me. He needs to gain the trust back from me. Is what I'm saying.
You've lost trust.
Honestly, because you know what I mean. I like to be nice, but he's even to December from the start to see get me a certain amount of goals. Because I know you can't play football. Get me a certain amount of goals when it's calm. He didn't do that.
Havertz will do it for you, my friend. He will change you. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Peter,
Don't worry.
before
Let's
we
move
move
on.
on,
We'll move on. Yeah.
before we move on, how many trophies are you winning this year? If you're that confident,
2.
Mind game.
2.
What are the 2?
Carabao Cup, Premier League.
So you believe you're beating the mighty Chelsea tomorrow?
Oscar, you don't know what you're coming in for.
Okay, no, that's fair enough. That's probably the favorite. But then you don't think you're going to do it in the Champions League?
I don't know. The Champions League, bro, when the clocks go forward, I don't know, man. I don't trust the behavior of the teams that I've seen in the Champions League this year. I'm telling you, this group stage, this group phase that we've had, those top 8, I'm telling you, it's a false dawn. It's a false dawn. Because
fun.
Adrian can attest.
Yeah, the league stage has been fun.
Mind game.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Knockout. Like last time was when they finished. Liverpool finished top last.
Yeah, and went out. Yeah, went out straight first round.
So it's like it's a false dawn kind of thing. So we'll see what happens.
On penalties to the eventual winners, but yeah.
You still lost.
Because one band say that, it's like we got a spank. Don't get me wrong, we lost fair enough.
But
the context.
I'm not shaming you. I'm not shaming you. We also lost to the champions, but the point is you still lost. The argument was
fair
like,
enough.
Guys, Tottenham finished 4th, and no one wants to talk about who they played. They just want to tell me how good Tottenham are in the Champions League. Who did they play?
Dortmund in there.
I looked it up. They had a
Monaco, Villarreal, Bodo Glimt, Dortmund, Eintracht Frankfurt. Do me a favor.
You got to get how you can.
Yeah, get it. They did.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you who got it how they could. Mr. Ekitike against Newcastle United. I'll tell you what, it was a phenomenal performance from Liverpool in the end after some scary starts. AD, your boys are on song. It looks like I'm seeing Verts. I'm seeing Ekitike. What we saying?
Listen, belts to ass. Listen, this year, unfortunately, we just got to charge it. Unfortunately, lad. I hate to say that. I hate to just throw away a season, but that's where we are, unfortunately. But the omens are looking. Whoa! I want to win the league, bro. Like in August, I wanted the league title. So in my mind, if there's no league title, like the season is null and void. But yeah, man, for that, you're gone.
It's like the Champions League.
You know what? What? I feel one is kind of bleeding into the other for me, because when I look at how poor we've been in the league. At this moment in time, it's a bit arrogant. I don't even know who we've even got in the last 16 yet. So for me that's not a genuine prediction. That's just me willfully wishing something, hoping something into existence by saying, we can go for the Champions League. Look, do the round of 16, see who we get, if we can beat them. When you get to the quarterfinals, the pathway kind of opens up. And if it's favourable, you know what I mean? We might see you guys in Budapest, I think it is this year. But whilst the it's been a wretched season, a truly disappointing, diabolical season. I think it's starting to click now. I said a couple of weeks ago. With each passing week, I become more and more astonished that there wasn't a fight. We're talking about World War III. World War III should have broke out for this man's services. He is phenomenal. He's got it all. He's got it all. He's just such a beautiful, elegant, classy. Like even to say, in the second finish, right? You toe punted it, right?
Fernando Torres, mate. That's who I saw when I saw that goal. I said, "This is Torres." I said, "Oh God, it's Torres."
Yeah,
it was a phenomenal finish. Newcastle held corn this week because obviously
I'm just watching the highlights now because the game, the Burnley game finished. Sunderland battered them 3-0, by the way.
Wow.
Burnley are the most irrelevant team in the Premier League.
They are.
Yeah. Because Wolves are historically bad. West Ham have been awful, but then Burnley are just in the sandwich. Nobody cares. Baloney.
I'm just seeing this goal, and I'm just like, if there's one player that I can say I generally do like in Liverpool, is he good?
He is phenomenal.
Yeah,
he is.
Verts has been quality recently,
Bro, the pass for that goal, was just I love that when you're in tight spaces and you still somehow manage to pluck something out. Oh my god!
Next season, if the end of the season goes well, we could actually see a very decent assembly of a team coming up in the league next year, man. And if it clicks, they'll be scary.
100%. So that's why, like, I've always found the sentiment. I see it online. Actually, I just found it complete hogwash where people get onto the Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards, whatever. They're like, oh, it's a crap window. Blah, blah, blah. I said, no. As Ernest is saying, look at that assembly of talent. I thought it was come together a lot quicker. What's that, bro? And
think long term.
Yeah, 100%. I thought Fulham right out of the races, it should have come together then. Unfortunately, not. It's taking a little bit longer. But yeah, for the long term, omens are great. For me,
you know what? Time will tell if Slot is proven right with the way he's chatting. Because I don't necessarily disagree with the things he's saying. Because if you man are telling me that I need to go and this, that, and the other, well, ultimately, the last guy you had with the same team didn't win it since 2020. So how bad do you think I am?
How bad? Yeah.
I'm like he's spitting because I didn't say too much the last time, but Peter was right. He won the league. I've heard things from Liverpool fans, and I'm like, guys, I get the day-to-day little darts that each loss or each comment he might make will bring to your psyche. Yeah, but the truth of the matter is, there's a lot happening. There's a lot of like spiritual crankum happening in the league this year that is inexplicable. Liverpool should not be this bad this year. City should not be this bad this year. Arsenal's attack should be better. Something's happening in football that I cannot explain. Something in the heavenly realms. But 26, 27, if things go the way I think they should go, I think we could have a really, really good title race next year.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, and I think touching on your honest Slot point as well, I feel like, don't get me wrong, for me personally, and I've tried to, I'm sure Peter can attest, I've tried to keep it as respectful as possible. I just don't think long term there's a future for him. I get like sort of the context, and I get the fact that ultimately he's won 50% of our league titles, Premier League titles. Arne Slot alone, like whatever we want to say about him, that's what he's done. But I do feel like there's a sense of the guy is damned whatever he does, and there's a classic example wherein I don't know what his first club is. I think it's called PPZ Zwol or something, right? And it's quite dope. I see Yap Stapp in there. I see another boy brother in there, and then like they're modeling the kids, so they're obviously trying to like raise money for the club, and obviously they're having some of them. Brother, the porters this guy was getting, they're saying he's not serious, he needs to be on the training field, he's got no aura. But if Jurgen Klopp did that with Mainz, they'll be lifting it up. They'll be loving it. They'll be going, oh, look at him, he's the man of the people, he's so cool. And then there's another thing I saw today, actually. I'm seeing compilations of Calvin Ramsey. I'm seeing man saying, oh, what, you don't think you can give Calvin Ramsey a go against Carrier-back?
Oh my God.
2 months ago. So I do definitely think that like there's buy-ins that Arne Slot should rightfully have, but then another thing is just anything he does. It's like, I remember back in the day, yeah, I used to say he's bold by choice. Now he's just looking like a bold fraud in a lot of people's eyes, unfortunately. I'll never forget, like, in his first interview, right? I think I watched, I kid you not, right? I watched, I think it might have even been back to back. It was on a Sunday. I was going somewhere. It might have been, I watched a Ten Hag interview, and then I watched Arne Slot interview back to back. And Ten Hag, he just looked, no. You say it's his cousin? Bro, Slot was feeling saucy. His charisma, he's laughing, he's smiling, and then Ten Hag, he just like a bold you in a suit. You look like a rat in a suit. And because I remember asking him stuff like, "Oh, what time do you get to training?" It's like, "Oh, I get to 7:20." But like, I couldn't give it monkeys. Yeah, so I do think definitely his stock is plummeted, but no, he's given us a league title, man. Big him up, innit?
On questions, by the way, journalists in press conferences, they need to be
criminals.
Shall I tell you why? When I hear leading questions, it drives me nuts. It drives me nuts.
And then, then they pretend like it's not a leading question.
Man,
I heard someone ask Mikel. The other day, like literally saying, you know, with the girth of talent you have in your squad, isn't it a good headache to have?
There are a lot of other words you could use.
To be fair, I might have put words in his mouth. Whoa. Listen.
Words. He said words, man. He said words. Chill out.
Yeah.
He said words.
That was leading.
I'm glad you clocked. But yeah, the fact that, you know, isn't this a great headache to have in your squad? And it just sets up Mikel to just spiel out some PR, and I'm just like, get out of here, man.
Journalists of recent years, they've stopped trying to actually be like good journalists and just kind of gone for, how can I get him to say something, the manager to say something that I can now clip and have like a sentence on Sky Sports or TNT, whatever, to make them look stupid.
Do you know what?
They're like, they'll like I said, they lead the question, they'll put a leading question in, they'll respond because the only way they can respond is that way, or they keep, they're done to do. They either respond to the question, because they don't respond, they're now branded as, oh, who do you think you are, arrogant, why don't you answer my questions? So it's either which way.
Do you know and this is why I think the newspaper industry on the sports side won't die. When you read newspaper quotes, it's a different ball game altogether. It's astonishing what's on the papers, because there's written press. Yeah, because there's a press conference for like TV. Then there's a bit where they go behind the scenes, which is like an embargoed thing for the newspaper for like the next day. Go if you ever get the chance, if for your respective clubs or teams, managers, whatever, go read what they actually like. What's happening in those interviews. That's where the source comes from. That's the good stuff. That's what I'll say. Anything else on Liverpool, Newcastle?
I just want to know what you guys' current thoughts are on Newcastle.
Newcastle, absolutely.
Defenders and lovers.
Question.
I'm here.
Did Anthony Gordon play that game?
He scored.
Okay, wonderful for him. You see, for me, my energy has been shaking for him for a while, but I let it go. This one, you people who that link to Arsenal, I was disgusted by that. He's not better than Martinelli. Never bring him to my club ever again. He's rubbish.
He is another one. I don't understand the hype.
the PR machine.
I do think Gordon's good.
He's a good player, but he's a Newcastle player.
I was being extra because I'm being annoyed about the link to him. He's not a horrible player, but my argument has always been, and this is not me bigging up the player I'm going to compare him to, but my point is this: if Harvey Barnes wasn't injury prone, it should be him that gets in. It should be him that's in the England team or getting the gas. Again, I'm not saying Harvey Barnes is levels, but if Harvey Barnes wasn't injury prone, he's better than Gordon. He plays football better. He's got a better, in my opinion, finish than him. He's just a better player. They're the same. The corner situation. He was dealt the bad side of the coin with the injuries, where Gordon lapped it up. I'm going to say it anyway. Gordon and Langer are age mates. They just run, but one of them's white with hair.
The other one's black with hair. Oh, hilarious scenes. I mean, Newcastle, man, it's dire straits, man. It's poor this season. It's poor.
Like I said in the group chat,
I think
the project's in trouble. I think the project's in trouble, especially with today.
He never kicked off. He never kicked off.
Continue,
with the Tonali situation, with him trying, not him, his agent offering himself up to Arsenal.
What's that about?
It's just like raw.
Oh, I saw that. I said, okay.
It's so annoying because I really want him. Like, Marino's down. He's gone for the season. It's over. Do you know what I mean? Like,
on that, you're saying because
Marino never paid midfield.
Would you have like asked for like Tonali before the injury? Like,
I think Tonali's a very good player. Yeah, in my opinion.
I'm not like trashing it. I'm just saying if Marino was fit this summer and like, were you asking for Tonali before?
I did when he joined Newcastle. Yeah. You know, like
you were always a fan of him from Milan.
Yeah, he's been a fan for a while. Yeah.
When he first get kicked off, I was like, yo.
I'm just I'm not like overly gassed.
I just moved on. I moved on, and then they came back to me, and it's like, whoa.
Like, I don't think it's bad or anything, but I'm just looking in my head as like, if it went through and Tonali ended up with a deadline day signing for Arsenal because Marino is injured, I don't know if I'm gassed about having him in the squad in this post summer. Post the end back. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's bad or anything like that. But it's like, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, continue. Newcastle.
I wish we did the business. Why it came this late, I have no idea. But anyway.
Anyhow, continue doing your job, innit?
He's done a cracking job. He's done mind games. He's done a cracking job. Elsewhere in the Premier League, very quickly, Brighton 1, Everton 1. Did anyone see the fast app in here?
No.
It's probably for not that guy. We'll deal with it. Not that guy. Wolves 0, Bournemouth 2. Bournemouth have got like 3 wins in 4. Good stuff from Bournemouth.
Oh yeah.
Aston Villa. Aston Villa 0, Brentford 10 men. Brentford 1. Good to see Tammy Abraham back for Villa.
This top 4 race, yeah, it's an interesting one. Who's actually going to finish in there? Because I don't know who.
Is it though? Because this is the same thing every year, isn't it?
I heard that.
Isn't this the top 4 race?
No, so one of the big 6 is going to miss out on Champions League.
Oh, 100%.
So, it's just like which one?
It's not. It's guaranteed.
Well, they classify the big 6.
I mean,
I'm saying this season because I'm not casting Tottenham because Tottenham are where like 14th, 15th. They're all the way down there.
They are big 6.
All right, bro. Whoa.
If we're going
by that logic, you don't look at it.
If we're going by the Monaco of big 6, then yeah, Tottenham is the one that's guaranteed to miss out. They're crap.
Well, hey, they might win the Champions League this year. Who knows?
That was poor for you.
That's not funny in any universe.
Nottingham Forest. Yo.
And Lola.
No.
Would you?
Lola said no.
What do you know I was going to ask?
Is it like
exactly what you're going to ask?
Actually, say it. Go on, let me ask.
I was going to say, your league is more or less wrapped up, but just hypothetically, would you take the league this season if it meant Spurs won the Champions League?
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate Spurs enough. I want the league.
Okay.
Like, the thing is, I'm not Spurs who will throw away a season because they hate the other club.
No, I hear it. Yeah, you got do your thing, innit? Get what you gotta get.
Quickly on that though, I get rivalry, but from the fact that it's got to the point where back-to-back managers have had to answer questions because their fans are asking the manager to throw games. That's shambolic for the club. It's one thing when fans say it and it stays in the fan kind of banter thing. If you keep going to your manager, you're a shameless institution of a club. Because why does your manager keep ask and talk about how winning games is a thing when you're crap? You need to win.
And got them out of there last season. Yeah.
Obviously, West Ham didn't win the game, but West Ham was sick in the first half. If they won that game and you man lost to City to spite Arsenal, you man are in that relegation battle.
What I like about Tottenham managers, what I love about Tottenham managers is the revelation of the situation they're in.
It makes me laugh.
Tottenham, it's the only club.
It's so funny because
it's the only club that they realize after entering. Oh, okay. This is what it is.
The best is Conte.
All the time. It's like, I mean, they have all this hope. Like, I'm gonna try and get, and they get halfway through. It's like, oh, this is what you man are on. Wow.
I think that's gonna happen. I think that will happen to me one day if I spend a week at Tottenham HQ. Because I feel like I've got a much higher estimation of Tottenham than what they actually are. I'm sure I'll be like, oh,
Conte did one away game at Burnley.
You're being blinded by that period of time where it was Poch and Spurs, and they happened to kind of kismetly have a good selection of players at one time. The second they start to fall apart, poof, back to normal.
Starting to understand the situation is the funniest thing to me. Forest won, Crystal Palace won, 10 men Forest. Palace, I mean, it was tough there.
So Palace have signed a striker when the other striker failed the medical.
Twice. You've had it
twice.
Can I tell you something? Yeah, let's add to this. You know how cooked Serie A is, yeah? So AC Milan failed his medical. Do you know who then got interested?
Juventus
then started looking at it.
No, but Pete,
I heard
Mateta's agent called Juventus on a Tonali thing. He said, "Yo,
on a Tonal.
Yo, we're here."
So Palace have a £48 million Wolverhampton Wanderers striker. They have.
Nah, Pete, you didn't say the price you just said, man.
I did. I friggin' did.
Nah,
I
you
freaking
did.
did. Do you want more details? Do you want more details? It's 43 million up front, 5 million on add-ons.
But you know what, guys? I like Strand Larson.
I do.
What do you like about him?
Oscar, this is scandalous, man. This is scandalous.
Look, the money is the money.
All my sympathy for Palace went yesterday.
Good movement. When he gets in the box, he's not timid. He'll win a header. He's exactly what Palace need if they're going to replace Mateta.
Will he score?
Yeah.
Yeah, he will score.
I'm asking a question. Do I watch Wolves? Has he scored this season?
Has he scored
one goal? Scored one league goal this season.
Has he got one?
I'll pay this season, man. I don't care. One goal, and it's paid that much. You know my face, man.
Yeah, he has one. But last season,
the sympathy I had for Palace has vanished today.
Okay, so maybe he'll do well. Look, like I said, I'm not rating a man who's going to have one goal in the season. I can never rate you. I just can't. But we'll see.
All right.
He's 25 years of age.
I think that's a good buy.
It could be.
Have him a couple years.
Hey, look.
Couple seasons.
24-25 season, 30 starts, 14 goals, 4 assists. Cool.
Tremendous.
No, decent.
Long term.
Hey, but this year's nah.
Oscar? Long term.
Give it to us.
This season is a stinker.
But guys, look at what Wolves have been on this year.
Look,
it's because of him. He's partly to blame.
That's a fair point to go, though.
He has a goal and an assist in 14 starts.
All I'm saying is, I agree with you.
Who's there to assist?
All I'm saying is,
it's valid.
Look at his whole
50 million quid is a lot, man.
He's had a good this season. Last season, he's got some. But all I'm saying is, he spent that much money on a guy in January for one goal. All I'm saying, long term it could be good. It could also be very bad. I'm just saying, we'll see it.
And finally, Sunderland 3, Burnley 0 in tonight's Monday Night Football. What's the goal of the week? Dominic Solanke. What's crazy? Robin last week said, Dorgu's goal, or the week before, Dorgu's goal, it's the goal of the season. There won't be much to beat it. Agreed, totally. Dominic Solanke pulled something out of the bag. I
haven't zoomed on it. Was there a deflection?
I thought it was a deflection.
I don't know.
Deflection where? Like after he's kicked it?
Apparently, because someone said it came off of someone's cleat.
Was it Rodri?
Whoever said that, get him out of here.
Definitely American things.
Yeah, American.
ESPN.
Wow, the soccer player, come off his cleat, dog. Yeah,
and Tim Howard.
Because someone look at that, if there was a deflection, then
I'm watching it now. I'm watching it back.
If not, then it's hit.
So did the Man United player score a banger? No, I was gonna say my goal of the week was Kevin.
Kevin's one was sick.
Kevin against that goal was disgusting.
Goodyear's goal was good as well. Roof and then in.
That's my favorite type of finish, I love this finish.
The angle of Cunha's goal was mad.
Yeah, so too was SESKO, but I don't know how
that's
much
actually thing though, bull striking.
Give him an hour.
I'll be in good faith. I'll be in good faith and say personally, I'll say Solanke. But if there's a reflection, I'm changing that.
I'll be in good faith.
Yeah, nice.
So for me, it was Kevin, because that one, all right, Lamin's got packed.
Cool. So Kevin won, 2 for Solanke so far. Who else?
I'm trying to watch this. Also, I think City.
I went Solanke.
That Solanke first goal was a foul.
Yeah, it was a foul.
Do you think? Because I hear it, but then someone put a video up saying, wasn't there a thing that happened with Vinicius where the exact same thing happened and he didn't get it, and everyone was like adamant that it's not a penalty because it doesn't matter if he went through the player, it doesn't count. You know what I mean? So the exact sort of thing where a player went through a player.
Probably.
I watched this goal live and I swear it came off of somebody's foot.
That's what I'm saying. If it didn't, then if it didn't, then I'm going for Solanke. But if it did, then I'll change it to Kevin.
Personally, I don't even really care if it did. Because the angle that he's put himself at to connect
the innovation
is sending it forward.
No, but
you know the only thing I'll take away from Solanke,
I think it's to the rumor as well.
Goalkeeper touches it.
Yeah, but he's a freakish tall man.
No, but do you know what it is? Yeah, when Giroud scored it, it was clean.
Yeah,
but you're comparing it to another.
The scorpion. The other two were better than his.
Yeah, but that's why it's not goal of the season to me.
Oh, season. I thought it was talking about the week.
No, because people were saying, "Oh, Dorgan's won." I'm like, I don't think it's even there.
There will be more goals. There will be more.
Solanke's got the goal of the week. Agreed?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Player of the week.
Can I make a case? Can I make a case for one João Pedro? Yeah. First of all,
Hot form.
midweek in the Champions League, scores an absolute banger against Napoli and then scores the winner. Then he gets rested against West Ham. Or he's thinking, boys, handle this. It's West Ham. We're 2-0 down at halftime. He can't get a rest. He has to come on at halftime to try and save Chelsea. Comes off the bench, scores the goal that gets us going, the first goal, then gets an assist, beats an defender, runs down the wing, gets the assist for ENZO for the winner. So coming off the bench to get a goal and assist to turn your team around, as well as the midweek win. I think that's a fantastic
Big argument.
It's a very good argument. I only had an honorable mention, which was the Benfica goalkeeper, who in the very last 5 minutes of the game, header,
bro. Seeing Mourinho pack Real Madrid in is
I have like hit and miss with like Mourinho, but I love Mourinho when he's like overly gassed on the sideline.
When the script is written for him. Oh my god, there's nothing like it.
Watching that game, I was fully on the side of Real Madrid, because I wanted who said I wanted to get through? I can't remember who I wanted to, but I was like, it can affect it. But then I think Real Madrid messed about near the end, and they got 2 man sent up at the same time. I was like, you know what, you got a red card.
Yeah, they did.
And literally, and before I was like, you know what, I'm switching sides. I want Benfica's going to score from this. And I was like, they scored. I was gassed because like Real Madrid annoyed me. How you getting vexed and 2 man got sent off? You need to get a goal to idiots.
You know what? The Perez put that envelope in early because who did they got in the knockout stage? Real Madrid, Benfica. That's it. That's Benfica's time done.
Well, yeah, I'll say player of the week. I like the narrative of João Pedro. Honorable mention, I'll go with Tadibo because it's entertainment factor. Entertainment factor. Purely for the entertainment factor of the fight at the end.
My honourable mention is Zubimendi. After the horrendous scenes he had last week, to score against Leeds straight after, I thought, fair play.
But you know what? Speaking of Zubimendi, I think there's a narrative arising about him that I'm just like, guys, let's not do the thing we do each season where we add more tax to how bad a player has been because we don't like Zubimendi's been class this season.
For us.
Well, they ignore the fact that a person has been sick all season because they had a bad game. He had a bad game.
He had a mare. Cool. He had a mare.
But he's been great all season, but it's fine.
Guys, we'll probably touch on it in like latter months of the season, because I don't have an answer for this. Who has been your player of the season?
Well, as a whole.
Yeah, I think that's tough. I think that's really difficult.
I think it's been mid to the point where it was just mid. It's been mid. So the point where it's like, for example, if we win the league, it will probably be Rice or Gabriel. But
I'm giving it to Gabriel.
I would go Gabriel personally, but you know what I mean. But it's not a thing where it's like it's just because the situation of the league. Whereas I think Gabriel has been fantastic. It really hasn't been like a thing where I can, you know what I mean? It feels like it's just because we win the league, it has to be someone from Arsenal. Like I think the argument. I think I saw was like people saying Bruno Fernandes. Personally, I don't think it's gonna be Bruno because he's got.
That sums up the state of the league.
Well, let's see, because he's what is he? He's on 12 assists this season, so he's
Bruno winning it will be Bruno and Declan Rice winning it will be an indictment on the Premier League. If any of these players win it, it's an indictment on the league because the league has been bad this season.
I would love Bruno to break the record this season. I don't think he will, but I'd love him.
Yeah, I'd love him to break the record, but I wouldn't watch the haram I saw from this first half and look at the post-Ruben Amorim era being done and say Bruno Fernandes has been the best player of the league this season. If Declan Rice wins it, it's an indictment on the Prem.
That's right. I would lean towards Gabriel. I am biased. Also, it would be like a full circle because I've been on the Gabriel 6 train since he first came when enough man were destroying.
I remember that.
For me personally, the level of vindication I will feel will be mad.
I hear it, man. I hear it.
For sure. The player of the week is João Pedro. Excellent. Team of the week.
Arsenal, because they're the only one. They got 4 now.
I've watched the highlights 3 times. I watched match of the day and the highlights again twice.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I'd say Arsenal because I know Chelsea won their game, but they were shocking.
Is there no shout for Liverpool?
Yeah, Liverpool shout. They conceded at the start. And then they went
better. Yeah, Arsenal were better against like we were better from minute 1 to minute 90, whereas Liverpool had a shaky warrior.
Like you should be.
But Liverpool weren't the best team for 90 minutes. They had a shaky warrior 20 minutes. Van Dijk had to pull them aside. By the way, credit to Van Dijk, because as much as we can lambast him, he did very well after they conceded that goal and said, look, guys, we're too frigging open, frigging tighten up.
I don't think we've lambasted him enough this season.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm giving him his props this season because he has been lambasted.
Peter, you made a very compelling argument. My team of the week is definitely Sunderland. Yeah, but I mean,
they battered Burnley, but it's not.
How many of you, man, have won at Ellen Road this season?
We're not using Ellen Road as a metric.
Who leads at me?
No, in fairness, the one thing I will say, because I think the argument going, I'm going to vote Arsenal and biased.
Leeds.
But
I'm just saying, like you want to say Leeds against.
I know I'm biased, so that's. But moving that aside, the argument that a lot of people were talking about Arsenal playing Leeds was like, oh, Leeds is going to give a tough game. It's Ellen Road.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where I think we were going to beat Leeds anyway. But I'm saying the fans of a lot of clubs who didn't beat Leeds were talking about how Leeds is going to be the one that's the biggest. So that's all I'm saying with that one.
Can I be honest? In my heart of hearts, Arsenal from now until the end of the season will only get team of the week when they beat City and then when they win the league.
I don't really care to be honest. That's fine.
That's fine.
Leeds away.
I don't really care to be honest. I'm not
this weekend, Ernest. This weekend, we were the best team performance this season. This weekend.
No, I don't even have a problem with that assessment.
That's
how many of you, man, have won at Ellen
Road? You're trying to throw it at me. Somebody brought up
a question that was asked
because I heard
you said it's Leeds. So I get.
I'm not hearing it's Newcastle. I wasn't hearing any of that. We're going to talk about Liverpool's performance against Newcastle versus Arsenal against Leeds.
You're not hearing it's Newcastle from me.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear it.
That has been cussing Newcastle from the beginning of time.
Ernest, when I gave Arsenal's team of the week, man said it's Leeds, and then somebody had the nerve to bring up Liverpool's performance this weekend. Like they didn't watch the first 20 minutes of that performance.
I'm saying it's a much bigger task to beat Newcastle than it is Leeds.
It is
much bigger this season.
Yes,
I do think so.
Yes, it is.
This season,
yes, it is.
Newcastle at home versus Leeds away this season.
Yes, what are we doing it?
No, we're not doing it.
Coming from because Lola, it's coming from people that haven't won at Ellen Road, that didn't win at Ellen Road
what
this
does
season.
Winning at Ellen Road mean?
No, but
I'm making the point.
Let me make the kind of simple. I think the point
is
take everything. Don't make everything. I'm just saying. You're saying I'm saying I get what you're trying to say. His argument is you're saying it's Leeds, but then the argument would be why are people saying it's Leeds when a lot of teams haven't beat Leeds? So I get his point. Whether or not I believe it is whatever.
What are we doing?
I'm talking about this weekend. Arsenal was the best performing team this weekend.
Peter's the same person that will tell you if it's another bottom 10 team, you're supposed to beat them.
Yeah.
Would I if you perform the best? If you've performed the best of the weekend, I would say that. Yeah.
God.
Okay.
Anyway,
wait. What's the criteria for performance? Like, how do you measure?
So, for example, usually team of the week, one thing I've noticed in team of the week is if a couple of things take place. There's a battering, right? Or there's a team that's beat a better team that we wouldn't expect them to win, right? Yeah. And then afterwards, it's like, okay, we have to. This weekend is a scrapped weekend. Everybody won who they should have won against. The Tottenham, Man City, nobody can pick a winner out of that because it was quite a dreadful game from both sides. So when you're left with the pool of cards,
it's because nobody won.
No, Arsenal are the best team of the weekend.
No, I'm saying nobody in the Spurs games won. It's
correct. Yeah, I hear that, but we're talking about performance. You could argue Brentford away at Villa, by the way. 10 men Brentford. You could argue that, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, you could.
Brentford have been
you could actually.
sensational. Shout out to Keith Andrews. They've been
I'm
sensational.
so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not hearing Ellen Road.
I beg, just vote.
I'm not hearing
Let's
it.
vote. I'm saying Arsenal. Let's vote.
Democracy.
I gave it to Arsenal because they scored 4
That's
goals
2-0.
and kept a clean sheet.
2-0. Ernest.
There we go.
Ernest, 2-0. Go on.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Just pick your team. Oh,
Isn't it?
Sunderland.
Liverpool.
I'm voting Sunderland.
cool.
You just voted Arsenal, you mug.
Me?
No,
So you guys going to vote Sunderland over Arsenal this weekend?
let him vote. He wants to.
Right, cool.
Hey,
Democracy. AD.
Liverpool.
Ernest.
I said Liverpool.
Okay. Lola?
I said Arsenal, so it's
Arsenal's
fine.
the team of the week.
Robin?
Sake.
I said
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Get out of it, man. Not that guy this week. Honorable mention. Honorable mention. Oscar's not tactical. Honorable mention.
Sorry, lads. I split the ballot. I'm sorry.
Honorable mention is Steve Parish or the Crystal Palace Foundation. Because I know we've just rinsed FM, their Strand Larson signing. Guys, do you know who they were linked with today? And the deal has just been called off as of 38 minutes ago. They tried to make a move for Everton's Dwight McNeil on loan with an obligation to buy of £20 million. If
I'll tell you what.
Does McNeil play? Has he played? I haven't been watching Everton. Has he been playing?
Kinda.
He's not been good.
Palace might go down season after next.
What I'm saying is 20 million. You know, 20
This is
million
bad.
right now.
Luckily, it's been called off. I'm trying to think what got called off. This was with an obligation to buy. Palace pulled out. Thank God for that.
Because Everton were trying to get Tyreek George from Chelsea.
Oh yeah, I saw something like that.
I don't know if that went through.
What happened to Ian Saka?
Yeah, Chelsea's wingers just weren't fit when he was playing. So then they signed these whack guys and they played him ahead of him. We've got 4 wingers ahead of him in the list, so he's just not going to play.
Another honourable mention.
Can I do some match quickly?
Go on quickly.
I need go from Eze and Michael Olise to Dwight McNeil.
That's a good question.
And
they've got Ismail Assar.
Because look, I'm gonna say it like they're trying to reverse the look of their team.
Bro, I don't know what. They need to go back where they was going. Oh my words.
They need to keep it south.
Anyway,
PG MOL
from the Championship. Look,
this is awful. Strand Larson for 15 points.
That kid that was batting up Liverpool, who was for Barnsley.
Oh, a bad boy. His family are gooners.
They need to get him at Palace, bro. They need to get that kid at Palace.
He's a black boy in 04 called Reyes. Do the maths.
I hear that still.
I have an honorable mention for not that guy.
Go
for it.
And it comes in the medium of news communication. Sky News, as of the 31st of January 2026, mentioned that being mentioned in the Epstein file is not a sign of wrongdoing.
Shame. You see the England higher up as a whole. All of you man throwing the bin.
That's what you call shooting yourself in the foot.
No, but you know what that's called though? Do you know what that's called? Boss calls were made. Somebody made a phone call to the guy and said, "You
because."
Since when do they make statements on their Twitter account?
Correct me if I'm wrong. Do they ever actually do a thread where they just write something as opposed to
text with no link, no article?
I said, "Wow."
Sky News gave an opinion. How can you be a news company and you gave an opinion?
That's mental.
What that proves to me is
it wasn't even a debate.
Any doubts? If any doubts before you've given me 100% certainty.
Is Rupert Murdoch still alive?
I couldn't tell you.
I'm sure.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
There's your answer, John.
Hey, remember News of the World? Crazy thing.
Crazy settings.
I've got another. I don't know if it's if someone's got them like that. I was going to say, honorable mention, not that girl, is that Onika nonsense woman who decides to be crazy, that crazy pink-haired woman.
Yeah, man.
One Trump.
Onika Mirage.
Right.
She could get it for the season,
that useless,
not that girl of the year.
Shameful excuse of a person. This
You
one.
know what I like about not that guy? Yeah, everyone can vote and everyone agrees.
No, because that woman is
Only one we don't disagree.
married to a SA. Brother, SA. Her dad is also one apparently. So that's tricky. Personal life, that, and then you're budding up with the president, who's also a SA. Your friendship circle, whatever you're in, you're the devil.
DNA. It's mad. Another honorable mention. PJMOL, who booked David Moyes for celebrating the 90, whatever it was, 5th minute equalizer against Brighton.
He said if he was younger and he had more energy, he'd do a knee slide.
He'd have done a knee slide. Because the guy said, "Would you do it again?" I said, "I tell you what, I was a bit more mobile. I was doing a knee slide." Literally what he said.
Also,
yeah. I was gonna say,
you not see my boy Tammy get robbed of a goal?
Scandalous, man!
Crazy.
An hour after the incident. It's freaking ridiculous.
Crazy.
He's looking sharp, though.
The EFL administration. If you haven't seen Ian Holloway's rant, it might be the last day we see him in management. He manages Swindon Town. If you didn't know, his rant was sensational. I would play it, but we ain't got time. It's too late. Go look up Ian Holloway rant. It is the best I've seen from him.
You have to put the date because there's probably a few.
No, yesterday.
But this was like 2011. You wait for.
I'm just saying, Ian Holloway generally.
Yeah,
look at the accent.
Oscar, no exaggeration. I think he will lose his job after this rant, purely based on just conduct. He went. And also. Honorable mention, Lewis Hamilton, if the rumors are true.
Well, what's the rumors?
Why is that not that guy? Why is he not that guy?
Have you heard the rumor?
Why is that not that guy?
Have you heard the rumor?
What? Who he's dating?
Yeah, he's dating.
Yes.
Why is that not that guy?
Yeah, what's that? Explain it, Pierre. Why is it not that guy?
What's the rumor?
He's got what? No lives, bro. Just
he hasn't won a Formula One title since 2020.
Is that it?
Right?
And
no one's won more than him.
Oh, okay. All right, ADC.
No, I'm just saying
but why is he not that guy? Why is he not that guy?
Because if you're dating Kim Kardashian, you're not that guy. What are you talking about here, guys? Let's call it what it is. Let's not be political about this.
It's not
Let's be PC with this.
Respectfully, though, it's his type, though. He goes after those kind of men anyway.
Can't lie.
Lewis. It's not his type. It's not his type.
Look at Nicole Scherzinger.
Look at him.
Nicole Scherzinger, Kim Kardashian, two very different individuals.
Listen. I, for one, I'm not going to pretend like I know who Kim Kardashian is.
Mutton kebab and assorted meat. Yeah, same.
Because you know what it is, yeah? We just don't know how many man Nicole Scherzinger's been with.
And Lewis Hamilton,
she's a lunatic as well. Let's have it right. Let's have it right.
Yeah, but
he's dating Nicki Minaj also. He's
not Lewis is got. He won't be champion again.
I say he was with Leona Lewis and all that. So
he's not going to be champion.
Wait, hold on. You think that this but you said he's not won a title since 2020. This is 6 years ago. Kim K is not the reason he won't win the next one.
Ernest, as a Formula One man, he won the title in 2008. He started going out with Nicole Scherzinger in 2009. Didn't win a damn title again until 2014 when he dumped her. Then he won 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now, and then I started hearing that he was
who was he dating in 2020?
Who was he dating?
I'm getting there. He was with what is her name?
What's she doing?
What is her name? Was it not Amber Rose? Oh, that clan. That clan.
Come on.
It better not be Amber Rose.
It was that clan. It's not her.
That's my point.
No, I'm not gonna lie. If it's Amber Rose,
2021. No, I don't think it's Amber Rose. Let me not do that to him. But it's that clan.
That's my point. The Kim Kardashian's not a shock then. This is his
literally Lola's point.
He doesn't want to win an 8th title.
This is who he is.
It's who he is, my guy.
Okay, that's it. Then it's finished. Okay, it's over. He ends at 7. That's fine. At least I can make peace with that now. Between now and
I can ask you something actually. Because ain't 7 a bit low for Michael Schumacher?
Say?
Ain't 7 low for Schumacher, no? Because obviously when I was a kid, yeah, Schumacher to F1 was what Tiger Woods was to golf. I felt like man just monopolized the whole thing. So I was shocked to find nearly at 7.
2022 was Daniel. This is 2002. Hold on.
Oh, they'll get party boy Lewis Hamilton. get serious Hamilton afterwards.
2016, yeah, Nicki Minaj was 2018. Flipping it, Nicki Minaj. Fair enough, man.
Is that it, bro? Is that it? But can I get
Sofia Vergara 2025. There's nothing between 2018 and 2025.
He was just there. He was just out there poking. Then he was showing royal. Right. So let's not pretend he wasn't. He's not sitting like he was just outside for 5 years.
That's implied needs to be said.
Oh God, you just say
it needs to be said because he tries to tell us. He just said he's going to like Rwanda to go and find himself.
He dated Kendall Jenner as well.
That's the one. That's the one.
The youngest one. Going for the Clandon.
All right, guys. On that note. So Lewis Hamilton, it ends here.
No. We get to pure. No, I need my mind to be pure.
It's not anymore. It's not. We need to wrap up.
Hold on.
Okay.
He's dated. You know what? On a side note, man that have dated sisters.
He's a suicide bomber.
Something else in there, isn't there? There's something there.
I'm just gonna guess the grade.
Hold on. I went to the rave and said, I have me some of that next time.
That's anyway the original.
He said crazy.
Guys, Lewis Hamilton has lost the plot. This is a man who I thought he was pure. What did Oscar say? I missed it. What did you say?
I can't repeat it.
Listen, the date was so good. I'm gonna come back and grab your sister. No, guys, I'm not gonna.
He's finished. He's cooked. It's over.
You see the sister thing?
It's over.
Do you know what? He wouldn't have done that in London. Only in America.
Yeah. Only in America. That's why he has to go to Rwanda to find himself. You guys having a laugh.
What?
Ernest, this guy. I need to take you on a Formula 1 journey with me. I kid you not. I'll give you the storyline from 2015 to now. I need to take you on a journey. The Lewis Hamilton you guys see and know is not the one I know.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Because he doesn't chat, yeah. There's an air of mystery about him.
You know what? That's why it's smart. Don't open your mouth. Do what you want. You can do what you want. Just don't open your mouth.
Kendall and Kim.
Man, girls.
Yeshua.
Nikki and Nicole. Guys, it's cool time. That wraps up this week's top 4 podcast. You lot have been sensational. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. The Formula 1 season kicks off in March. If anybody's interested, where Hamilton won't win a title.
You know what?
But
just because of that, I might tune in.
You have to tune.
You've seen the Kardashian cameras.
Because Lola, you know the cameras are going to be on Kim the whole time.
She can't come to the Grand Prix.
She'll be there.
She'll be there.
She's not allowed there.
Yeah, have you seen the grid of a Formula 1 race?
She's gonna be there like, what are they doing?
Oh my God, he's so fast.
God.
So
do they serve botches here? Do they? Is there
and then Chloe's there like, I've been to a race too. And then it just goes. No, miss me.
Why?
Because it always goes in pairs. Anyway, guys, that wraps up this week's Top 4 podcast. Make sure you join us next Monday for more bants like this. Thank you very much for joining us.
I was with Lewis and he was like driving.
And then Lewis says he needs to go and find himself. So we're going to go to the Bahamas.
Oh, man.
He's a lunatic, that man. He's a friggin' lunatic. Anyway, that wraps up this week's Top 4 podcast. We'll be back next Monday, 8 p.m. Until next time, people, we are